father, Mr. Mark Wilson. Riley is a member of Student Council as the current social media manager. She was a member of TVIS. She is a former soccer manager of 2 years, and she also played soccer for 1 year. Riley is a member of DECA, Art Club, and an honor student, and she's also very active in school and at school events. Outside of school, Riley likes to read and hang out with her friends. After high school, Riley plans on attending the University of Arkansas. She's currently undecided on her major. That was senior maid, Miss Riley Wilson. Please join me in giving a round of applause for the entire 2020-2022 Maumelle High School Head School. At this time, we would like to recognize our 2021 homecoming queen, Miss Kirsten Vaughn. Tonight, Kirsten is being accompanied by our wonderful and amazing assistant principal, Miss Kirsten Vaughn is a student at Arkansas State University at Jonesboro, where she is an exercise science major. Kirsten will be assisting tonight with the presentation of this year's homecoming queen. Audience, may I have your attention, please? I would like to announce your first runner-up for the Maumelle High School Homecoming Queen. Your first runner-up is Miss Riley Wilson. Congrats, Riley. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Your 2022 Maumelle High School Homecoming Queen is
All right, welcome football fans to Maumelle Hornet football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Steve Henson, voice of the Maumelle Sports Network, along with my broadcast partner Andy Gates. And let me introduce tonight's crew. On production tonight, we'll have Kayla Fletcher. On our main cam will be Jim Shepard. And on our field cam tonight will be Kristen Henson. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for our pregame show. Hope you guys enjoyed the homecoming festivities. And we are going to take one more quick break, as they should be coming out for our national anthem here in a minute. So we'll get the national anthem up, and then we will go through our pregame here with about 10 minutes to go to kickoff here on homecoming night as your Maumelle Hornets face off with the Pine Bluff Zebras. Just me. Oh. All right, welcome back, everybody, as we are about 8.5 minutes away from kickoff. And let's get into our pregame show here tonight. So, got the number 21 Pine Bluff Zebras, who come into this game 2-1, 1-1 in conference play, and your number 12 ranked Maumelle Hornets, according to Hooten's Arkansas Football. And we are live from Maumelle High School Stadium. Hornets come into this game 2-1, 0-1, off of a bye week after a loss to Whitehall, 44-24. And this is a very athletic Pine Bluff team that travels here to Maumelle for homecoming. And I'm going to welcome in now my broadcast partner, Andy Gates. Andy, how you doing tonight?
I was going to ask you the same thing, but you kind of cut me off there. So
oh, my bad.
Excited. I was, hey, how you doing, Steve? But I didn't get it.
You've seen my stress level this afternoon.
Just a tad. And I completely understand why.
There's nothing like having 4 broadcasts and 3 of them being on the road. So it has been
3 of those 4 are speeding with the brakes on.
Yeah,
we are not that fourth one.
We're fortunate to be sitting right here at home in this beautiful press box with the great hospitality of Coach Horton, and we appreciate everything the PCSSD does for us, because it does not go unnoticed when we have to go to other places. And so anyway,
nice.
It just depends. But there's been some issues this evening.
Go
And
climb on top of the building. That's your spot way up there. We have a one-man ladder that's 1 foot wide. Steps are 3 feet in between them. Good luck.
So I tell you, Andy, you look out there, you're going to see it here in just a couple of minutes, but the Hornets are breaking out new uniforms tonight. And I tell you, man, I was down there earlier, and I told Whitley, I said, you guys look too good to lose tonight. You can't lose wearing these.
Not.
They are looking very good in these new uniforms. So we're going to get a peek at those here in just a few minutes, and we'll go through some of the stats from the season so far. This is a Maumelle team averaging 107 yards rushing a game, 221 yards passing a game, 328 yards total per game, and a +6 turnover differential on the season. Andy, we saw what happened 2 weeks ago against Whitehall, a game that we took a 17-3 lead, then a 41-0 just shellacking from that point on. And what we saw was this Maumelle team unable to tackle and unable to stop the run to save their lives.
You saw a headset get spiked into the opposing sideline, and then stuff got real quick.
Yes, it did. And so, but you look at the stats, and they bear out what's been going on. This is a team giving up almost 300 yards a game rushing. Over the last two, they're giving up like 350 a game, I think, 377 to Whitehall, 320-something to Batesville. I'll take that back. The Sylvan Hills game, week 0, over 300 yards rushing. So that's happened twice. Now, the secondary so far has been as good as advertised. Now, we haven't played a team that can throw the ball very well. That's not going to happen tonight. This is not a Pine Bluff team that's going to want to put it in the air a lot. And so, but you look at it, we're averaging giving up 17 yards per game through the air, but 274 on the ground. So that's obviously going to be a point for Mop and his defense here tonight.
Yeah, we definitely got to get to where we can stop the run as good as we stop the pass. If we could do that, we probably wouldn't allow a point.
Yeah.
Maybe a big play every now and then, but that's going to happen no matter what.
This game has a lot to do with what's going to happen in the 5A Central. And I was listening to the guys on the buzz on drive time on the way here, and you look, Mills is down at Whitehall tonight. As we talk about some of the other 5A Central games, Mills travels to Whitehall in a battle of I-530. Mills sits at 2-0, 4-0 overall. Robinson sits at 1-0, a half game back, 2-1 overall with their just absolute dominance of Morrilton last week. Morrilton falls to 1-1, 3-1. BB at 1-1, 3-1. Pine Bluff sits at 1-1, 2-1 on the season. And this is an opportunity for this Pine Bluff team. Really, they beat Central. And so that was a decent win for them when you look at from that perspective. Their conference win was over Watson Chapel. Watson Chapel's kind of returned to form as kind of what we thought they'd be. Yes. And
rebuilding is the key word.
The thing about this Pine Bluff team, when we look at the standings, they lose to Valonia handily last week, 30-12 at their place.
Valonia is young.
Yes, and not young. A great team. They may be much better by the end of the season, but right now they're not very good.
They will be. Coach will have them in line.
And so for them to do what they did last week was pretty impressive against this Pine Bluff team. The thing that we're going to see in this Pine Bluff team, for me just watching on film, was just how big and athletic they are. We're going to go down to Kristen and let her take over as we get our coin flip with our officials and our captains.
All right, guys, we've got to move this along, okay? All right, you guys were chosen to be captains, okay? And we're going to do the coin toss here in just a second. This is Bobby Cole. He'll be your umpire. My name is Johnny Harp. I'll be your referee. You guys have two main purposes. When we have a penalty, I'm going to talk to captains to see if you want to accept or decline that. The other main purpose you have is sportsmanship issues. You guys are going to take care of sportsmanship issues for your team and you guys for your team. If you'll take care of it, I won't have to because I take care of it with my little yellow flag. Okay? Y'all help me out. Okay. Pine Bluff, you're the visiting team, but you call the toss. Okay? What are you going to call it? What did he say? Okay, here you go. This is a head. That's a tail. Head, tail. Okay? Here we go. That is a tail. Y'all agree? Okay. All right, so you called heads. It's a tail. So you have the choice. You can defer or see. Defer. All right, very good. All right, over here. All right, we defer.
Maumelle has won the toss
to defer to the second half.
and will defer.
Pine Bluff elected to receive on this end zone. Wait for
Pine
the ball.
Bluff will receive.
All right, go get your team. We'll play football, okay? All right, sorry, boys.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we see our captains make their way over to the Hornets' nest. Is that what we've decided that's going to be? The Hive. There you go. Thank you. I've already forgotten.
Steve.
What is going on with our setup here?
You worry about keeping all those broadcasts correct, and I'll come up with the catch.
There you go. Appreciate it. So the Hornets win the toss, defer to the second half. Pine Bluff's going to come out on offense, and we'll see who they start at quarterback. So this is a squad that will regularly run two different quarterbacks, one of which will be William Howe, the senior, 6'2", 210 pounds. The other will be Landon Holcomb, 6 foot, 205 pounds. Two different guys that are good-sized young men, but we'll see who they bring in. Neither one of them are a major passing threat, but they do have enough speed on the edges to get behind this defense. So it's going to be interesting to see, but they're going to want to run the ball. Courtney Crutchfield's a big piece in their running game or in their passing game.
Yeah,
he's going to be a big piece. We have not heard if Zay Barnett is healthy or not tonight, so we'll kind of keep an eye, see if Nine's out there on the field. But this should be quite the matchup here in this ball game here tonight.
We know what 9 and 2 do on the basketball court,
Yeah.
and if they are that good in football, look out.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this much: Courtney Crutchfield is as advertised on the football field.
He's an athlete. That's all there is to it.
Yes. He can play.
He's a D1 on both sports.
And here come your Hornets as they make their way out of the Hive, and we are ready for football here on homecoming night in Maumelle. And as you can see, those nice new jerseys. And we're looking good out there on the field for this one. And I think we may be the happiest people in the building, though, looking at them because we can actually see the numbers out there.
The outline helps out a bunch.
Yeah, it does. And I think we probably are going to have to give Jim Ashley some credit because I heard him talking with Coach Horton and Coach Mop earlier in the year about please make sure we've got a nice white outline on the numbers so that we can actually see it. And we won't have any problems.
That's got to come from experience.
Yeah, you think? Maybe a little bit?
Jim's got a little bit of that.
And as he gets older and blinder, it makes more difficult. So he needs big white lines.
Look, he had some of those binoculars in his pocket when me and him were on the elevator coming up. You know, he had some of those nice long eyes with him.
Mm-hmm.
Had the gold ring on them. Like, hey, let me borrow those. No. I was like, well, you probably need more than me. Now we got these things around the numbers, outlines.
So I am, as we were waiting on kickoff, I'm going to jump over here and see if I can find our other games. You guys make sure that you are subscribed. You guys make sure you guys are subscribed to our other channels, the Mills Sports Network, as they take on Whitehall in that 5A. They're at the Battle of I-530, and that game is about to get rolling here pretty soon, I hope, as it looks like they may be having some camera issues.
Battle of I-530.
And so hopefully that we don't have too many issues with that one. Hang on. I got to send a text message here before we get to kickoff as we are just about set for our Ackles Carpet 1 kickoff.
You better text faster. Speedy fingers over here.
All right. And we are set for kick. This is a little different setup with kick. I think that's Timmons. It is Timmons kicking off, and Timmons, they try the onside, and Timmons falls on it. Alan Timmons recovers it, and the Hornets pull the tricks out to start this ball game, and we'll go on offense to start things off.
How did he not figure out what was going on? He immediately ran away from the ball, and Timmons is right there on top of it. Very heady play for him.
And we knew it was something different because Timmons doesn't kick. I mean, we've not seen him kick one time all year.
They didn't know it was something different. Surprise! That's one way to start it.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Now you got to make something out of it, though.
So the Hornets will come out on offense. They're going to go 5 wide to get things started. Pierce with trips to the far side. Whitley is one of those, and twins here to the near side with Rogers split out wide. Now Joyner's going to join Whitley in the backfield. And they'll hand this one away. Joyner got it after he rip it away from Weston. He gets to the outside. Give him about 9 yards, make it 8 yards to the 39-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a nice little run on the outside to get started there. Looked like they were a bit indecisive to get that start, though.
Yeah, Weston didn't look like he wanted to give it to Jalen.
I'm going to keep it. No, you're not. I'm taking it. Whitley on the ball.
So now Pierce, again, by himself in the backfield. This is a little bit of a switch from what we've been running. Trips now to the near side. Rogers split out wide here, the widest receiver on our near side.
I think it's still odd seeing James Whitley play the offense.
Now they go quick pass to the outside. The ball's caught. Now off to the races. Cuts inside. And going to be pulled down. Trying to see a number of late PI roofing penalty gets thrown in. We'll see what that call is. That was Newell, I believe, on the catch.
That was not.
Oh, 12 then. No, it was Elijah Newell was on that catch.
Yeah.
So we await the PI roofing penalty.
I forget there's two.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Jeremiah.
He was in a knee brace.
Is he okay?
That's who I was pointing at down the road.
I want to say, if I remember properly, that he did have some sort of surgery. Now to think about it, talking with Shook. So Pierce gets the snap. He'll hand this one off. No, he kept it, fumbled it. Ball's on the ground. And let's see. It looks like Pierce was able to fall, and he was. So that'll bring up second down and about 14 from the 35-yard line. We'll make the switch here as Jaden Worsham will come into the game. Joyner will take a seat for the moment. Hornets get set. Trips again now as Worsham's going to move into the backfield. He speeds out to the left. That's where the throw is. A little behind him. Good catch by Worsham as he makes the catch. Makes a couple of guys miss. He'll get maybe two, and that'll get him down to the 33-yard line and bring up a 3rd and long. Hopefully, it looks like we may be having internet issues for anybody that's watching the Mills game, and hopefully they could get that cleared up. They're hardwired in. I don't know why they would be having internet issues tonight. We'll keep an eye on that ball game as all 4 of our squads are in action tonight. Pierce, low snap, picks it up off the ground. Now he's got a lot of room to run across the 25, breaks one tackle across the 20, and to give him an Acre Pharmacy first down to the 17-yard line, and a nice carry there by Weston Pierce.
Surprised he get 15 more. It looked like he got took down by his helmet there on the opposite side.
So an Acre Pharmacy first down there as now Pierce, I believe that's still Worsham to his left.
Steve, they're still hard to see from here.
Well, I'm going to need to turn the lights off in here in a minute, too, because I'm getting quite the glare. Pierce hands that one off to Worsham. He's going to lose 3 yards back to the 20.
They were pretty quick on defense.
The one thing that caught my eye watching them in their game last week is they're big. I mean, they're just a big, athletic, fast football team.
I was reading that in the Hootens, football magazine. A lot of size, for sure.
So Pierce, he's got Whitley back there with him. Now Worsham's going to join him on his right side. And flags fly as a PI roofing penalty. That should be a false start on the Hornets. So that'll back him up 5. And so instead of 2nd and 13, you're going to have 2nd and about 18. Scoreboard says 2nd and 19.
I'm going the wrong way.
And now another whistle as I think Pine Bluff has a player there. Oh, no, an official left a flag on the field. So you got to get all your dirty laundry off the field.
I was wondering about that.
So 5 wide again. And again, a little wrinkle after the bye week. Now Worsham will join Weston in the backfield. Weston, low snap. He picks it up. Pressure coming. Helmet off as now Weston's got to roll. Weston, and I think he did throw it. I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle and blow the play dead.
With the helmet?
With the helmet coming off, as that's big 63. Xavier Maldonado, he'll have to come out of the game for a play. The pass was incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. I caught myself, Andy, looking over at Maldonado as he just casually picked his helmet up, and I thought they were going to blow the play dead.
Well, he had all that hair under his helmet. It might have just kind of confused him because it was, about the same size as the helmet. Might have thought it was still there.
So there's the snap. Pierce dropping. He's trying to set up the screen. He finally finds his man in Worsham, but he's met, breaks one tackle, and he'll be drugged down at the 25-yard line. No gain on the play. And it's going to be 4th down and about 14, about make it 16 or so.
Call that 4th and long.
So we'll see what they decide to do. They'll bring Kemp out to try the field goal. It doesn't look like it. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, that'd probably be 42, 43 yards from there. It's a pretty good field goal.
So 4th down, 19 to go. Pierce puts Worsham in motion, looks that way, now looks back up. He wants Rogers on the fade. Rogers is there, but he overthrew him, and that's a flag. There's the PI roofing penalty as he got tackled at the goal line. And that, as you said, Andy, is a bailout as the Hornets are going to get, well, it's not an automatic first down, though, in high school. He's just going to get 15.
But you needed 19, so now it's a 4th and 4.
Yeah, it'll end up being 4th and much more manageable here.
So you kick the field goal from here, or do you go 4th and 4 and go for it?
I think from this situation, I'm probably going for it.
Take the points, or possible points.
I was looking. I'm trying to see 17 down there on the field. I don't see Kemp, but that doesn't mean he's not in that wash of red and black.
I don't think so.
They are
going
to
lined up the way they are, at least.
They are going to go for it, though. It'll be 4th down and about 4 yards here. Now Pine Bluff wants a timeout. So timeout Zebras with 7:56 to go in the first half, and we're going to take the break with them for just 1 second, and we'll be right. All right, welcome back as we are about set here for this 4th down and 4 play. So, again, not an automatic first down in high school. The scoreboard does say first down, but are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Scoreboard does say first down, but it should be still 4th down. I'm waiting to see what the white hat gives us. The white hat didn't give us anything. So 4th down and 4.
The marker over there says 4.
Yeah, I'm quite certain it's still 4th down.
The basketball coach has got to be running the scoreboard again.
No, I can see his head down there.
The little one and the big one?
Yeah, they're all down there.
There we go.
We're trying to get them to jump off sides here. Pine Bluff will not oblige as Pierce looks back, gets the call. Now calls the audible out to Rogers, gets the snap. He's looking at Rogers. That's where he wants to go. He's got him in the seam. Oh, and he couldn't hold on to it. Rogers drops it in the end zone. It's a good play call. Unfortunately, Rogers couldn't hold on to it, and the Hornets will turn it over on downs.
Missed it by that much.
He put it in there, though.
It was a great throw.
Pine Bluff did a good job. They backed a linebacker right up into the passing lane.
Pierce couldn't have thrown it much better.
No, it was right there where it needed to be. I'm not sure if that came off of. I'm not sure if that came off of Amari's leg or what happened there. So we'll see this Pine Bluff offense for the first time today. Andy, we're going to have to share this texted roster that I have over here.
We couldn't get a roster
from the coaches at Pine Bluff, unfortunately.
I think that's on purpose. I think they do it to
That's
kind of
4.
show.
So that is Howell at quarterback for Pine Bluff. I cannot see the number next to him. I think it's 7. It's either Dindy or Campbell. I think it's Dindy, actually, and it is as they give it to Dindy, and he is met at the 10-yard line.
Yep, dented.
No gain. Nope, that's a 7.
That is a 7.
That is Campbell on the carry. The other thing about this roster is they put a zebra dead in the center of their roster, but they didn't
He's
try to
solid colored.
Yeah, you could. He's blocking all the numbers.
He's really good at that.
So second down here, one big change. 30 is McGarrett tonight. He's usually wearing a different number. He has 30 on tonight.
Usually has 40.
Yeah.
That was a false start, and they didn't call it.
A nice and met by Whitley right on the catch at the 15-yard line. So give him 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
I think it was Campbell again.
Not seen 9 on the field, so I'm assuming Zay Barnett is not playing tonight.
I would expect him to be out there almost every play if he was.
Yeah.
I would say he's probably not healthy.
So Howell is at quarterback. 3rd down and 6 here for the Zebras.
Crutchfield out here wide.
Motion man, as that's where they'll give it, try to get the edge. They're going to get the edge here as Whitley's waiting. Makes a move around Whitley, and that'll be enough for an acre first down for the Zebras. And a late hit's going to draw a PI roofing penalty against the Hornets.
Yeah, usually those don't go in the favor of the defense when they fly out of bounds over there.
No. Especially not right in front of the official.
We can only hope, but highly unlikely. Got to cut those out. We cannot have the senseless penalties and expect to put points on the board. You can't give away the free yards.
And that is obviously the huge key here is this team staying disciplined, staying locked in, and plays like that will hurt you. And I don't know now.
Oh, we picked them up. There was 2 of them.
So maybe, no, they are walking it off now. Okay.
They're running it off.
I missed that because I took my eye off the white hat. So they'll walk the 15-yard penalty off after the personal foul. An Acre Pharmacy first down for the Zebras out at the 41-yard line. So still trying to see exactly who's at running back behind Howe. I think it's still Campbell. There we go. Now it is Campbell at running back. So Howe calls out a couple of audibles. There's 4 wide receivers in the set here for the Zebras. Howe gets the snap. He wants to throw left. He wants to go deep. Looking for Crutchfield. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Jacossi West. And now a late PI roofing penalty. And
I think it fell out of his pocket.
A little confused. This seems like a bailout call. In high school, there is no face guarding. You don't have to turn to find the football. I thought that was a pretty clean. I thought it was good coverage. I have the benefit of the delay over here in front of us, but boy, that looked like good coverage.
It did to me, and Mop is pleading his case and not doing too well. It's 30 yards in 2 plays.
What a tough one there. That is the call, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty and another Acre Pharmacy first down.
Basically giving them a third of the field. And one was meaningful and one was not. So Hornets got to look for a stop here or go backwards.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. You had them backed up for a 3rd down and 6. They get a good game for the first down, but then you give them 15 free, and now you give them another 15 free. Suddenly they're on the Maumelle side of the football field here threatening to score.
Very quickly.
So Howell, they look to the sideline. Campbell still at running back. Now Hedgewood, the receiver here to the near side of the field. Not sure who that is in the slot. That's Dindy as he makes the catch. Dindy trying to get around West. That's a hold not called. And now they do call it as the PI roofing penalty is thrown. Dindy does a little celebrating, not realizing there's laundry on the field.
Well, we might get some of those yards back.
Yep, we're going to get 10 of them for sure. But he got about 6 before the penalty, so it'll be 1st and 16 after they walk the penalty off.
Thankfully.
So now let's see where they walk this off from as the white hat. So now another conversation.
Was it really a penalty? I don't know. I didn't really see it, but I threw the flag out there because I think it might have been.
And now, yeah, they're trying to figure out where to walk it off. They shouldn't be walking this off from around the 39-yard line, and that is what they're going to do.
The little side judge over here has not moved off the 39, so I'm holding this spot. This is where I think it happened.
They'll back it up 10 from there, so it'll be
the 49.
That'd actually be about 1st and 15.
Yeah, I think you're about right.
So the Hornets happy to get that penalty. Finally one called on the other side.
We need a couple more of those. We might get it back.
And actually, somehow this just became a 12-yard penalty.
I love mathematics.
Oh, wait, nope. Hang on, they're not sure. Nope, now they got it.
There we go. We knew it was a 49, just not which one.
So now the officials get it set properly, and it'll be first down.
It's not the 49, it's the 50 and a half.
Or as my buddy Jake Hall called it last week in the Sylvan Hill game, the 55-yard line.
Stop. Please don't tell me.
So Hal gets the snap. He'll hand this one away, and Campbell got tripped up by his own lineman in the backfield.
There's that 12-yard penalty.
Yeah, now they'll back it up back to midfield, and that'll bring up 2nd and 16. Yeah. Jake got real excited on a play and said 50, 55. Down at the 55-yard line. We all make the greatest of mistakes in a live broadcast. It can be a lot of fun. We appreciate
I quit, Coach.
We appreciate everybody who joins us on our broadcast every week.
Just put your headset down quietly and walk away.
Yeah.
Yep. I said it. I meant it. You know there's a 55-yard line?
There is now.
Right in the middle of the 50.
We're going 110-yard fields now.
Yep. Canadian Football League,
That's
120.
Now Howie wants to go deep. He's got Crutchfield out there. Crutchfield runs underneath it, makes the catch. Give him 6 as Courtney Crutchfield goes 50 for the Pine Bluff touchdown.
I don't want to give him 6. He can take it, but I don't give it to him.
Boy, what a play there as Hal finds Courtney Crutchfield. Now they get to celebrate. That's a lot of celebration going on in that end zone. Officials letting them get away with a lot back there as they continue to celebrate in the end zone. I'm not sure how long you can let a team celebrate. That was interesting.
A clock. I mean, he didn't dunk a basketball on the goal or anything, but, I mean, he celebrated with each team member individually. Was he going to kick the ball now?
I guess so.
Score a 50-yard touchdown. Now I'm going to kick the extra point. I get all 7.
So he's a basketball player, a football player, and a kicker.
Soccer.
There you go.
You play baseball too?
And he's a straight-on kicker. Look at this. He doesn't even take the left step. He's going to kick it straight on. And that one just gets over and is good. And it is 7-0 here with 5:19 to go in the first quarter.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
So as I look across our other PCSSD games, again, if you're watching us on the Maumelle Sports Network right now, we appreciate it. If you will just kind of scroll down, if you want to check the scores of the other games going on, you can see all of the extra all of our other games, the links to click. Mills Sports Network, that game against Whitehall in the Battle of I-530 is scoreless with just about a minute left in the first half, or in the first quarter, sorry. And then Robinson, with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, leads Watson Chapel 13-0. And with everything going on, I haven't had a chance to pull up that Sylvan Hills-West Memphis game. Will gave me an update. I think on the first play of the game, Sylvan Hills fumbled. West Memphis recovered it, scored a touchdown.
Not how you want to start a game.
No, and I tell you, we didn't get a chance because we had an abbreviated pregame show. We didn't get a chance to talk about our other games across the state tonight. Sylvan Hills is an interesting situation because they have such a good offensive line. And I know maybe some of the frustration right now with them sitting at 0-3 is maybe people are getting a little annoyed with that wishbone, flexbone style of offense. But I had to tell you, man, I went back and watched that game last week. And their offense is actually really impressive to watch. It's their defense that so far has let them down and some untimely turnovers and some struggles in the kicking game. But I really like their offense. It is fun to watch.
Yeah.
So this ball is
playing it.
Yeah, so this one's kicked deep, returnable from the 21 with Timmons. Timmons hesitates, finds a seam. He's got a chance across the 40. Now hesitates and is going to be pulled down at the 46-yard line, and the Hornets will have great field position for this second drive of the ball game.
Dangerous kicker and kick returner.
Yes.
Let's see if he can kick a field goal.
I don't know that we want to see that.
Yeah, he might.
Hey, you never know, I guess.
I still haven't seen Kimball on the sideline, so I don't know.
You know what's crazy, Andy?
What's crazy, Steve?
I was so stressed about all these setups, and we didn't even think we'd get live, West Memphis live, and because of the internet. Their internet looks great. The one place that I didn't think we'd have a problem out of internet was down at Whitehall, and they're having all kinds of issues.
Yep. Multiple issues of different types.
Whitehall has scored. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter there. It's 7-0 Bulldogs. So Joyner will move into the backfield. He'll join Pierce to his left. That's where they'll go with it. Joyner, nothing there as they'll try to move the pile forward. Give them maybe 3 out to the 49-yard line.
We are still moving. Push the pile. That was a team effort for 5 yards. Maybe 4.
So 2nd and 6. That ends up somehow getting 4 out of that. I see 3. I think it's 2nd and 7.
I was kind of looking at a little math there.
Yeah, it's 7.
I said 4, and I was like, I thought it was 4, and I was like, it looks like 3.
Interesting formation here. It's almost like a diamond formation as they'll hand it to Timmons. Timmons finds a seam. Now makes another nice cut. He's going to be really close to an Acre Pharmacy first down right at the sticks, and he's got it.
Got it.
Dendy on the tackle.
It's all over the place. Run the ball, tackle the ball.
Like I said, they've got a couple of really, really good athletes. And then you look down and you see who, like 22 as a corner. Like, that's a guy that I don't know that I want to throw anywhere near.
Well, Crutchfield's right here covering Rogers.
Blake Hedgewood, he's listed at 6'2". That looks a whole lot more than 6'2". Al Weston. Oh, boy, that was nearly intercepted. That was an interesting play as it looked busted. I think it was the design of the play as Pierce was supposed to counter back, and he nearly threw it right into the hands of number 16, Julius Stribling.
That's called the blow the whistle play?
Yeah.
Blow the whistle!
Robinson has opened up a 20-0 lead in the first quarter. Sylvan Hills has finally got on the board. They trail 14-3 with 3:32 to go in the first quarter. And surprisingly,
insert Cato Hunter.
The Whitehall game is the one moving the fastest, the Whitehall-Mills game. Mills games have moved the slowest all season long. So 2nd and 10 here. The Hornets, now they're going to move Worsham back into the backfield. Trying to go to the right side, and Worsham is bottled up. There is an a PI roofing penalty that gets thrown, and we'll see what that is. Johnson in on that tackle.
I don't know what they're going to call here. From what I can see, it looked like, for me, maybe Cato might have been lined up a little far forward, but I have a weird angle from here.
Well, and that has been an issue. I know that's one of the big things is getting Cato lined up and on the ball correctly. And not just Cato. I shouldn't single him out. They've had some issues getting guys lined up, and that was something we saw a lot of in the Whitehall game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's on the ball, who's off the ball, for sure. Now they have confusion with the. Hey.
Yeah, the officials
2, 3, 4, 5. There are actually 16 zebras on the field right now.
That seems unfair.
I still want to call them zebras.
I don't know what that call was.
2, 3, 4.
Was that what was that? Was it like a no penalty call?
I thought it was.
No, they backed him up to the spot. That's where okay. Anyway, I'm not sure what happened, but
do-over.
Either way, it's now 3rd down and 13 with 4:14 to go in the first quarter. Hornets trail this one 7-0.
I don't really understand that either. I need a Jim Ashley clarification on that.
Now Pierce wants to run, trying to find a seam. Nothing there. He breaks one tackle. He's not breaking this one, though, as the Zebras will drive him back. Pierce never went down to his credit. The whistle blows, and that'll bring up a 4th down and long as no gain on the play. I would assume the Hornets will punt this one away, and they will.
I think that would be a wise choice right now.
So this time, I think Weston's going to punt from a normal formation. Well, maybe. Let's see. And he will. Courtney, guess who? Courtney Crutchfield's your return man.
Special teams guru.
So it'll be Hedgewood and
He's their punter as well.
he probably is.
Probably is.
Hedgewood and Crutchfield. Good snap back to Weston. Weston looks, thought about it. Now he'll kick it. A good kick from Weston. Hedgewood makes the catch at the 14, slips. Now Whitley was there. Couldn't bring him down, but the swarm of Hornets are on top of him at the 9. And they'll bring him down to the 10 and a late PI roofing penalty.
How?
It's thrown in, and I don't know what you could have seen from 30 yards away, but we'll see what the official has to say.
He didn't. He's just on the same team because they have the same name.
Well, this better be on a zebra. And it is an illegal block in the back on the zebras, so half the distance.
That one. Call him one on your own team there. Good job, boss.
So that'll back the ball up to the 5-yard line. Another Hornet's going to need to get in the backfield here on this one.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I like that one.
Guaranteed it's not original, I promise.
It looks like we've got our Mills internet issues taken care of, thank goodness. See, I'm sitting here problem solving while we're doing a broadcast. How about that? You gotta love being the owner of a company.
Tech support guru.
That's right.
Steve Henson.
I can do it all. Except get on Watson Chapel's campus when there's a bomb threat. I can't do that. They wouldn't let me.
I want to watch you sell a house while we're doing this. That'll be
I will take. Who wants to buy a house? I will do a virtual showing from right here.
Submitting an offer right now.
Bet I will. Oh boy, Mills is in trouble as they just snapped it over the head of Ringo, and Whitehall recovered it at the 1. Boy, I got to stop watching that. Mills might be in a lot of trouble down there in Whitehall.
They need to get it together.
I know talking to Coach Mallet earlier, he's excited about this game. They'll hand this one away. No, kept it up the middle and a big hit at the 7. Nice job there by the Hornets.
7 yards from the goal line, though. Well, not 7
That's
yards.
just a gain of 2. Make it 3 out to 8. Yeah, they're out to the 8, so give him 3.
A risky play from where he started, I promise.
Did they change quarterback? No, they've still got Howell.
If our guy Eric Young would have snuck into the backfield like he usually does down there,
Yeah.
that could have been dangerous.
So Howell is still your quarterback.
Him or Vance. They like sneaking around back there.
Now they're going back up the middle again with Howell, and this time the Hornets stop him at the 10. And it's good to see the Hornets be able to key on that play inside because that's been an issue. Obviously, Whitehall feasted on that play 2 weeks ago.
We learned something.
Oh, goodness gracious. I got to stop watching these other games, Andy.
That's why I'm glad your screen's way over there and it's not between us.
I'm going to move it here in just a minute, but
Going,
between
no.
quarters. That play in the West Memphis game was just insane.
I'm glad I can't see it.
All right, so third down, big third down here in 5. Make it 4. Howell's going to roll to the right. Hornets in the backfield trying to get to it. Breaks back the other way and trips forward. Going to be very good. He got it. He's got the Acre Pharmacy first down to the 16-yard line. Boy, tough.
There had to have been a holding penalty there. Come on now.
Man, tough break for the Hornets on that play.
A little help from the Zeb.
They're helping there.
Helping their own kind.
Yes.
They coming.
Oh, boy, tough break there. And another third down where you just couldn't get off the field. And those will start to wear on you before it's all said and done if you're not careful. So the Hornets going to have to figure out a way to bow up here and get a stop. And that is Zay Barnett in the backfield right now, Andy. That is a 9. I'm about 99% certain.
I hope
I hope I'm 99% wrong. Whitley looking to blitz as he drops down right over the nose. He'll back out of it. They're going to go to Barnett, and the Hornets were ready for that one as they swarm him under at the 14-yard line. Make it the 15. Sorry, the 15-yard line is what they're going to give him. It'll be a loss of a yard. And that is a 9. That is Zay Barnett.
That's a 2 going off the field.
That's a trade-off. Not much of one.
No. That one standing in the backfield knows what he's doing, too. Different type of player, but
yeah,
definitely.
Mills currently facing their biggest deficit of the season, 13-0 at Whitehall right now.
They put up a lot of points.
Averaging 48 points a game right now.
It's insane.
So Howell gets the snap, quick throw to the right. He's got a man open and trying to pull him down. Oh, nice tackle there by the Hornets in space. Who was that?
McGarrah.
Was that McGarrah?
Had to be McGarrah.
No, McGarrah's here. I think that was Whitley, and it was James Whitley and a couple of other Hornets on the tackle. And another big third down here. It's going to be third down and about 8.
Got to get the stop. Not much time left in the first quarter here.
See if they decide to snap it before the end of the quarter. They're not.
No.
They're going to let the field flip as Courtney Crutchfield's not even on their side of the line of scrimmage.
It's 4. That is 2.
Now they'll take him back to the other side, and that's going to do it for our first quarter of play. So after a quarter of play, the Zebras lead this one 7-0, and we'll be back with more Hornet football on Natural State Sports. Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza. All right, welcome back, Hornet fans, as we are set and ready for our second quarter of play. I want to say a big thanks to our friends over at American Pie Pizza for presenting our player of the game each week. Andy, I got to go hang out with Tamsy and the folks at American Pie Pizza
Don't talk to me ever again.
on yesterday. It was work-related. I had to go film a new ad. We don't have it up yet. I'll have it up by next week.
Nope.
But, boy, I tell you, man, I had I started with the spicy chicken cheese dip, surprise. And then I had me a buffalo chicken ranch pizza. It was really good. And then before I left, I made sure they made me a Pizookie.
Is that a buzzing in my ear?
And I tore that Pizookie up. So here we go, 3rd down and 8. Howe steps back, screen pass overthrown as the Hornets were bringing big-time pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down as the Hornets get a stop here on 3rd. Now we can find out if Crutchfield's the punter.
Can I get a play-by-play announcer in here somewhere? I need somebody to talk about football.
You don't want to hear about Pizookies and spicy veggie pizzas and buffalo ranch?
Producer Kayla, can we get somebody in here that can call a game? I need a little help.
Hey, man, you should be happy that you're not having to pull a Tyler Chenault tonight and be play-by-play.
It wouldn't happen.
So that is not Courtney Crutchfield. It's a 2 plus a 1. That is Walter Sims to punt. He kicks this one away. Timmons is going to get a chance, but he lets it bounce, gets past him. He's going to take a zebra roll all the way down to the 30, and that's where the Zebras will down it. The Hornets will be 70 yards away from pay dirt to start their 3rd drive of the game.
Well, they got to get a drive together, that's for sure, because they haven't done very much of a drive in anything in offense and put anything together other than some big plays, and they got to get one together as a whole.
Yeah.
It needs to happen. You got to help your defense out.
So,
3 and outs don't help your defense.
Looking across our other PCSSD games right now, now I'm really going to have a distracted Andy when this is – Whitehall leads with 10 minutes to go in the first half, 13-0.
Got it.
No, that's not going to work. You're breaking everything.
Yes.
All right, so the Hornets come out on offense. West Memphis leads Sylvan Hills 21-3, and Robinson up 20-0 over Watson Chapel. That's your PCSSD network rundown.
Ooh, look at TV. 4 of them.
Yeah, we need to get the game back on this side, so you're looking that way.
Huh?
So Pierce.
I'll just watch our game on it.
With Joyner to his right.
A little behind, though.
And they'll give it to Joyner, trying to find a seam. Good tackle there at the 30. Give him 2 yards to the 32-yard line. That was Worsham, not Joyner.
It's an interesting-looking tackle, to say the least. It looked like he clotheslined his legs and tried to make him do a somersault.
That was Crutchfield, and he hurt his shoulder.
That's not good for him.
And now he goes down. It's Crutchfield.
He missed it.
Well, he's hurt.
Yeah,
he's 100% hurt.
Now he's going to get up. Yeah, he missed it.
Well, it was a smart play because if he doesn't do that, then they're going to have too many men on the field or just not have somebody in position. But he stayed down right after the hit. I don't know if he dislocated his shoulder. Maybe it's just a stinger.
Well, he was down, and that was the inside shoulder on the tackle. It was a weird-looking tackle if you looked at it. It's kind of a tumble.
Yeah, it was definitely tough contact. Yeah.
He's not in. I mean, you kind of lose all positions at that point. You lose your kicker, you lose your stud receiver, and a star cornerback. And basketball related, he shoots with that hand.
Yeah.
So
So Pierce, he wants to go deep. Pump fake. Now he's got Timmons over the middle. Timmons on the post makes the catch down to the 41-yard line. And that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
Doesn't have to be 6'3" to catch the ball. 5'7" does just fine.
That was a good-looking play. Good-looking pump fake by Weston to get his man open, and a good route by Timmons. Now Worsham still at running back. As Pierce gets the snap. He looks to his right. He's got Cato standing there for a screen, but now Pierce has got to run away from it. He's in trouble. And Pierce is going to be pulled down.
By his head.
I couldn't tell if he had head or shoulders.
He had all of it. But most of it was helmet.
And a huge loss there on the sack all the way back to the 47-yard line. Are the Hornets here?
That was a little bit of panic and fear by Weston there when he turned the corner and there was nothing but another white jersey to turn around to. It's like, I can't go anywhere.
I think that'll be. I know the play design there was maybe to try to get eyes on 16 out wide, but I think you'll look back at that and Weston will want to just he'll kick himself for not trying to get it to Cato and let Cato try to work with it instead of the big loss.
Yeah. Get the ball out quicker.
Now Pierce again. We got a whistle on this play.
Oh, you know where we're going there.
It'll be a false start.
Roll out bomb is what was about to happen.
That's where they wanted. Cato had his man beat.
Let them long legs go.
Well, false start here on the Hornets, as I think that's going to be on Cato, who maybe was trying to get a head start.
He's going to have it anyway.
I'm looking. I don't know what they call. They called a false start, but I didn't. Cato looked like he went right on the snap. So Zebras getting the calls here tonight so far.
And making the calls.
So second down. Scoreboard says 21. I can't count that high, so I'm just going to not try. Now Weston wants to throw the wheel route to Rawls, and it's caught, intercepted by Crutchfield. What a catch.
Guess shoulder's okay.
Yeah, as Crutchfield picks it off at the 38, and an ill-advised throw there by Weston, as Weston was dead set to try to throw the wheel route to Rawls, and it just wasn't there. It was double covers. They had it bracketed, and so not a good throw there, as Burcham doing some coaching down there on the sideline right now.
The Hornets coming off the sideline with the heads hung low. They got to stop that.
And this is those moments. I mean, you think about the culture change that Maupin is trying to instill, and this is an opportunity right here where your defense needs to step up and be strong and kind of try to bail your offense out of a bad play and get the ball back to your offense. Maybe we were living on some big defensive touchdowns earlier. That +6 turnover differential has really helped carry the Hornets in their 2 wins. And so maybe this is a moment where the defense gets a big scoop and score, a pick 6, look for Rawls to try to tie the team lead in interceptions.
They're going to have something, for sure.
Pine Bluff going to go 5 wide here.
We even have it covered.
That's not Howell anymore. That's the backup.
Eight?
I think it's
8?
Holcomb, yeah. That's 8 Holcomb. He's the bigger of the 2. Take that back. Holcomb's not the bigger of the 2.
5 out here on this side?
Yep, that's 5. 5 is Jenkins.
I'm going to learn this.
22 is Hedgewood.
You got size everywhere.
Yeah,
all
they're
of
huge.
them are tall.
You think about the history of this Pine Bluff program.
Yeah, it's very storied.
Now Holcomb wants to go over the middle, and nice catch. What a grab there by Campbell, and that's an Acre Pharmacy first down at the 42-yard line.
Speaking of story, I think it's Marion Glover was their coach for a while. I thought it was. He ended up being a coach at the high school I went to, but I'm pretty sure it's Marion Glover was the coach for a long time at Pine Bluff.
Michael Williams is now their head coach. This is his first year. He's an alumni. So Holcomb is the quarterback still in the 5-wide set, and I'd say he might be the better passer of the 2, but shoot, we done seen their first quarterback come out and throw a 50-yard touchdown to Crutchfield.
He dropped it in Crutchfield's pocket.
Now Holcomb wants to go up over. He's got a man in the seam. A good-looking route there, and another Acre Pharmacy first down as he found Dindy.
Dindy found a first down. Well, they just toss it down the field here. Just playing pitch and catch at this point.
Yeah, they found a little something here with the passing game. The Hornets have done so well against the passing game all season, but again, 5 wide, and they want to throw the fade. That's offensive pass interference. I think he caught it. He did. What a catch, but he got away with offensive PI. Wow.
It's very, very blatant, and there's no call whatsoever.
I mean, if I can see the push-off from way up here, I don't know how that official standing right next to the play doesn't see it. I think that's the conversation right now.
How?
I mean, you'll be able to see it here on the replay, but that was an obvious push-off by the wide receiver.
God.
My goodness gracious. I don't know how you don't call that, but it's another 6 for the Zebras, and they now lead this one 13-0 with 8:12 to go in the first half.
Well.
So that's still Crutchfield. It is. So Crutchfield will kick the extra point with Howe holding. Snap, kick is up, and it just zooms right over the crossbar, and it's 14-0 Zebras.
Almost call that a worm burner.
Yeah. Boy, not the start we wanted for the Hornets here. Offensively, they're going to have to figure it out in a hurry.
It starts up front. You know, your line play. We talked about having the lack of experience, on the line compared to what we had last year. And still gelling and have to get all that ready. And it's still not really happening. And when you can't get that together, whether you're talking about a run game or a pass game, it's going to hurt the entire offense, regardless if you're wanting to throw a bomb or any kind of pass, really. You can't do it.
Well, and I got to believe that's probably the most disappointing part right now. This is a team that I think between Joyner, Worsham, and a couple of these guys in the backfield, you really, Crawford's a guy that you really thought you'd get more. Candler is a guy we thought we'd see carry the ball some, and it's got to be disappointing to not get the running game going so far here early in the year. So Timmons waits for his blockers to get set up, but there's nothing there as he is slammed down at the 30-yard line. And Timmons has words for the tackler, and those are moments too as well. Just get to the sideline and let's figure out the offensive side of things here. Boy, we have got some scores across the PCSST network tonight.
Yeah, sort of.
That Robinson team, man. They're going to have that mercy ruled by the half. It's 32, about to be 33-0 with 7 minutes to go. It might have been Freeman. I missed if it was a pass or a run, but
probably on third string by now.
No, they won't do that till the second half. But he'll run those starters the first half. I have had a blast calling Robinson games the last couple of weeks, so I hope you guys have been able to tune into a few of those Robinson Sports Network games as we scout out that Robinson team here as that matchup's coming here in just a couple of weeks. Their end is offsides.
He's lined up in the neutral zone.
And now they throw the flag. Didn't even let them snap it.
Oh, I'm offsides? I thought I could be on their side of the football. No?
Interestingly, one of the arguments, and one of the arguments is even though the line of scrimmage is the 30, now the 30 or 35, just over the 35.
35
so, yeah, he was offsides without a doubt. Usually you can curve that line along with the offensive line, but he was way too curved.
He was standing on the football. Do it again, please.
So 1st and 5 after the PI roofing penalty. So now Pierce, he'll call the audible. I can't tell who that is at running back. Is that a 21? That's Clay, I believe, at running back. That's where they're going to go with it. Clay, he's got a seam here across the 45 and going to be tripped up as he crosses midfield. A good piece of running there by Christian Clay. He comes up a little bit of a limp as he got shot in the ankle. But
I think the guy dove at him sideways or fell or tripped him or something. It wasn't your conventional tackle, that's for sure.
He was one away, though, from breaking that one.
Yeah, he got a speed bump fall out in front of him.
So 1st down at the 45-yard line as the Hornets get into Zebra territory. They're going to go back to Clay again. This time Clay is bottled up for a 1-yard loss. Now they're going to give him the line of scrimmage back to the 45.
That was nice of him.
I think the Hornets have got a lineman down, and we do. We're going to have a timeout here. Trying to see who that is. It's down.
Who is that? process of elimination.
Yeah, I don't have a chart right now. 63 is Maldonado. I saw Young and Maldonado come off the field for sure.
67, 63, 58. 50.
Maybe that's Vance that's down. I don't see a 62.
62.
It might be Colin Vance that's down. I think that's Vance right on the 39-yard line.
I think you are correct.
So I'm not sure who this is, but we'll let you know as soon as we can see a number. Looks like they're looking at a knee or ankle.
Gurney's over here on the sideline for sure. I see him.
You're going to get him up.
And he's up.
That's a 53.
Cakes.
That's baby cakes. He's going to try to do it on his own.
I think he's got it.
Not quite the limp, but
He'll be all right.
he's already got a sleeve on that right leg.
Rub
so
some dirt on it. Or some rubber in this
some
case.
rubber pellets.
Rub some rubber pellets on it. Be all right.
So Band-Aid going to go check on baby cakes.
That name.
We got the Moppin family over here in the booth next to us.
I thought that was the mini mop. Usually he's on the sideline, though, so.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 here. 7:35 to go in the first half, and the Hornets desperately need a touchdown. Pierce gets the snap, fakes the handoff. He wants to go deep. Instead, he's got to load up and take off, and he is slung forward. The sling him forward is going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. They'll avoid the sack, but it'll be 3rd down and 10.
I like how a receiver runs down the field 15 yards and then runs into a block. Didn't really know you could.
I think that's beyond the 5 yards, right?
He's 15 yards down the field, and all of a sudden he runs into a D-back.
All right, so 3rd and 10 here that's Whitley in motion. Now they'll shift Rogers out to the right as well. Pierce gets it, fakes the handoff, goes quickly. Rogers dropped it. Rogers had Whitley set up in front of him blocking and just couldn't hold on to it, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10. And they're going to bring the punt team on.
Stick 'em.
That's tough. That's 2 drops so far for Rogers here.
Stick 'em. Spray it
Yeah.
on the gloves.
Let me find something for those gloves.
Glue. Spray glue.
Oh, no way. Oh, my goodness
Who is
gracious.
that?
I'm 90% certain that's Noah Freeman for Robinson. Just goodness.
That's 2 numbers.
Now Whitley trying to get everybody lined up, get everybody off the field. They had too many guys on the field. 2 seconds, 1 second. Just snapped it. Whitley, boy, we got really fortunate on that as Pierce punts this one down to the 16-yard line. And I got to tell you, give Pierce a lot of credit because he wasn't looking when that ball got snapped. He was looking at the sideline and fortunately turned his head at the right time to catch that. And
That could have been real bad.
that would have been really bad. Instead, Pine Bluff will start this drive from the 16-yard line with 6:33 to go in the first half. And
More importantly,
I don't know if that was King Freeman, but Noah King Freeman is building himself quite the throne out there in West Little Rock. And that play, if that was something else, you got to go back and just rewind a little bit in that Robinson game.
Here's the problem.
Goodness.
If we're giving up 376.
I don't want to talk about that game right now. We got 2 weeks to get there. We got Mills next week.
Yeah.
We got Pine Bluff right now.
If we don't figure out something to stop the passing. Hey.
Oh, and a big hit right in the middle. And the Hornets, boy, Rogers may have just
Everybody
taken.
was tackled.
Rogers took some aggression out on Dindy in the backfield.
You need to do that more often, like every time. Play defensive end.
Who was that at quarterback? So that's 4 or 8.
4-8.
4 or 8.
Then maybe they got both quarterbacks in the backfield.
They might.
Like, we'll have 2 people looking through it.
I think that's Hal back in there at quarter. Nope, that is not Hal. That is going to be number 8, Holcomb. Motion man as Holcomb looks upfield. Hornets in the backfield. Couldn't bring him down. Now Whitley misses the tackle. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. Coming up to make the tackle there was Jordan Candler. But an Acre Pharmacy first down out to the 28-yard line, and Pine Bluff moving again here with 5:40 to go in the first half. Well, the Hornets are they're just a fingertip away from getting these Zebras in the backfield.
Yeah, they're getting a hand on the jersey, and that's about it. It's not enough of the jersey to hang on to.
Now motion man as Holcomb looks. That's where he goes. That ball's caught. That's a backwards pass. Hornets fall on it. No, that's a backwards pass. Oh, my goodness gracious. Timmons made a great play.
And we're going to have it taken away from us after we took it away from them.
They're calling it incomplete. I'm watching again. I'm going to have to watch the.
It's very close.
It was very, very close. That ball is snapped from the 30 or 28. Whoa, he threw it from the 22. It's right down the 22. That's very close.
It's every bit of completely parallel.
It's a second down and 10 here. Hornets show blitz. Now they're going to back out as McGarry and Whitley.
If the wind was blowing any harder than nothing, it was definitely backwards.
Now Whitley, they are going to bring the blitz. Whitley's got an open move. It's a big hit, another big hit, but caught and held on to by number 5, Jenkins.
Well,
nothing else. The Hornets are hitting hard, but another Acre Pharmacy first down.
You hit hard. You got to jar the ball loose at that point.
So Howell, still your quarterback, 5 wide receivers again, and they found a little something here.
Yes, they have.
Spreading the Hornets out.
The defense has got to figure something out here, whether it's on the sideline at halftime. Right now, you got to get a stop.
Again, showing blitz is McGarry and Whitley, and I'll see if they bring it. Audible by the Zebras.
They need to get there.
There they come. Oh, boy, Hornets caught a break. Dindy was open, and if he catches that, he's probably still running.
It's one of those, one of the things you like to say. I don't want you to say it anymore unless it's the team with red, black, and white jerseys on.
Yeah. Yeah, Hal put a little too much on that one.
Thankfully. He was rushed just a bit.
Big 77 back fist bumping our white hat. We got it.
I told you they're on the same team. Just wearing different jerseys tonight.
So Holcomb, still at quarterback here, second down and 10, 5 wide again for the Zebras. Motion man is Jenkins, and they pulled it out. Holcomb, a lot of room. He's going to be very close, a yard shy of the Acre Pharmacy first down. You know, one big difference.
That quarterback read option play has beat us up all year long.
Well, 2 weeks ago with Noah Smith, Noah was quick, but nothing like Holcomb. And Holcomb, when he makes that decision and puts his foot in the ground, he's getting 8 to 10 pretty easily because he's just outrunning everybody.
Noah Smith was deceptive.
Yes.
This guy is fast. There's a difference.
So 3rd and a yard. Jenkins the motion man. Hornets are in the backfield. They've got him in the backfield. And Holcomb is stuffed, and he's going to be a yard shy. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Good stop this time by the defense, as that was B.J. Beats, among other Hornets there on that play. And we're going to 4th down and a yard, and you got to believe that they're going to bring the power formation for the Zebras here. No chance they're punting this.
It's 9 coming to the backfield.
There he is. Yep. Barnett into the game.
See the brace he's got on his leg outside. A little extra beef to go up front, too.
Now you're going to have Barnett and Holcomb in the backfield. The Hornets have done a good job to at least get the pressure.
It says something when you bring a running back in that's got that much of a brace on.
Yeah. Now Holcomb.
Decoy.
Looks to go to the right. Hornets had him, but he breaks the tackle. Breaks another tackle. Now trying to pull him down, and they will, as that's number 4, Crawford, makes the tackle, but a big gain out to the 31-yard line as Courtney Crutchfield dances for us, and that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Zebras at the 32-yard line.
That was a modified waddle.
Well, I remember seeing Courtney Crutchfield the first time as a freshman in the 5A state tournament. That young man
got to see this guy.
is a ball player. I think I texted you and said, you got to see this kid.
Yeah, this is what you did. I probably still have the text, honestly.
So Holcomb. Again, 5 wide. Barnett in the slot with trips to the far side. Looking left the whole way. He wanted to go to Barnett. Now Beats almost had him. Now they got a man who's running free and caught in the end zone by Dindy, and that'll make it 20-0 Pine Bluff. Oh, and right now this defense is struggling, but I don't know you could put it all on the defense, Andy, when the offense just is not doing anything to get down the field.
The offense is causing the defense to struggle because they can't keep the defense off the field. The defense is tired. You're having to run down the field with a bunch of zebras every single pass.
So another cornerstone touchdown for the Zebras.
You have to give your defense a break. You can't do this to them every single time.
Yeah, they're going to have to sustain something here. You got 2:49. Obviously, you don't have a lot of time to sustain anything. You got to get 6. Get the ball after half.
Get right back into the game if you can get a touchdown here.
Yeah, that's got to be the message on the sideline. That extra point is blocked. As that was Barham who gets the block on the extra point. So that'll keep it 20-0 Zebras here. As
I think you got it blocked on his thigh. A little bit of a, ow. That might have hurt a little bit. That's why you wear the thigh pads.
All right. So, Andy, a big return here would pay dividends. I mean, we've had good field position. That's not been an issue. We've just, that first touchdown drive for Pine Bluff, we kind of gifted them a ton of free yardage.
35, 40 yards, was it?
Yep.
Then they figured out they could throw the ball. Threw one for 50. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
A couple other tosses like that. They hadn't run the ball very well.
They haven't.
Other than a couple of read options they've had. But they passed on us. Unlike any other team.
So Sims will kick this one off.
Another straight-on kicker.
Yeah. Timmons and Worsham to return.
It's so funny to watch.
Timmons will be your return man from the 18-yard line. Trying to get some blocks. Nothing happening, but he's going to try to make some room. Yep. If he can get to the other side, he may go. He's across the 45, 50, across midfield, and makes another man miss at the 30. He's going to be drugged down at the 27-yard line. There is a PI roofing penalty on the field. Shocker, I know, as this one's probably
We just can't have nice things.
Well, a tough break there if this one's on the Hornets because you are sitting pretty all the way down at the 27-yard line, depending on what this call is.
Is that holding?
Blocking the back on the Hornets.
Thought he was bringing it up for a holding signal.
Either way,
still
same trouble.
Now, where's it at is the question.
That's going to be where the flag was thrown, so the Hornets are still going to get good field position.
10 back from there.
Boy. So far here in the first half, it has been just a lot of mental mistakes that have hurt the Hornets. You take away the penalties and Weston trying to force that wheel route.
That would be a mental mistake, too.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you take those two away, and it's maybe a totally different game. The offense just has not been able to sustain anything. And, again, that's been the story for the season. These guys have got to figure out how to get the running game going and get something sustained offensively. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets with 2:34 to go in the half from the 42-yard line. But, again, great field position. That's not been the excuse. The offense just has not been able to finish drives.
So you got to start the drive before you can finish it.
I believe that's Barham and Crawford split out to the far side of the field. They're going to go to Worsham, though, and Worsham's got a nice seam. Worsham cuts inside. He is picked up. They were going to pile drive him instead.
He got stopped on that one, thankfully. Might have got a little bit rough. It's not the WWE.
No. Who wasn't there? There's somebody in the NFL last week that did that to Kelsey and was suspended for a week and got fined for the big power bomb tackle.
Didn't see it.
I think it was a couple weeks ago.
I think I remember I heard about that. He was a smaller guy, but played for the Chargers.
Now we got a stoppage and play here with 2:04 in the half. Timeout, Pine Bluff.
That's what the stoppage. Timeout.
Yeah, that usually is what happens. So Pine Bluff wants a minute to talk about it. We'll take a minute to talk about Cornerstone Home Lending and our friends Dio Vanucci and his team. I tell you, man, this real estate market, as a real estate agent myself, I try to find the most trustworthy people I can to work with to ensure that every transaction goes as smoothly as possible. I'm honored right now to be working with Coach Shook's mama, and we are just a few weeks away from closing on her new home. But go see our friend Dio Vanucci at Cornerstone Home Lending. I know interest rates have risen. They're somewhere over 6% right now. Home prices are still up, and we don't really want to see them come down very much. But I promise you, Dio, if you're looking for a new home, Dio is your guy. Text Dio to 36260 to get your home lending journey started, and let Dio show you what it's like to work with a true professional lender.
Had my house for over a year now.
You have been there for over a year.
Kind of scary.
A happy belated birthday, by the way. He had a little birthday this week, so we can say happy birthday to Andy on air.
Carry McCain with me everywhere I go now.
Someone left one at Kroger the other day, almost picked up for you. So I'll hand this one an open. Nice job by Pierce to hold on to it. Weston breaks a tackle. He'll be pulled down, and another PI roofing penalty on the field as he's pulled down at the 43-yard line. Let's see what this call is. It's way back in the defensive backfield.
Weston is tingling just a little bit. You get poked in the eye?
I think he might have got some pellets in his eye.
It's rubber in your eye. It's never good.
No.
And don't rub it either. Get the water.
It's going to be on Pine Bluff. It's an illegal substitution. It'll be declined. And that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets with 1:58 to go in the half. Again, Andy, a touchdown here changes the complexion of this ball game with the Hornets getting the ball after the half.
Yes, it does. Go in, 14 down as opposed to, or 13 down.
You'd be down 13, yeah.
Thinking normal football numbers. Forgot we blocked that. 13 down and potential to score, basically out of the gate in the second half. Come on.
Pierce bails out of the pocket early, and he's going to get sacked. Another huge loss. As the Hornets get swallowed under in the backfield on that one. I think that was 13 or 80.
What we needed to do is what that was.
Got to hang in the pocket a little longer there if you're Weston. I know he saw the defensive end who he thought was going to crash inside, but as soon as he made that step back, he put his tackle in a bad position.
A little bit indecisive on what he wanted to do, too. So,
yeah, I think Rogers is not maybe your slot's off the line. I guess he was. Now Pierce trying to get out of the pocket. He wants to. Now he throws it up over the middle. Throw is short and incomplete, and it'll be third down with 50 seconds to go in the half.
QB coach has got to tell him he cannot hold on to it that long. He's got to get rid of it or throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, and I'm not.
I'm not there. Get upfield or throw it away. You cannot take a 15-yard loss. You put yourself back down here on your own 40 or 45.
I'm paying more attention to Weston and not seeing what's going on with our receivers down the field.
Same.
So
I'm watching where the ball is.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the coverage is looking like. Timing definitely seems to be an issue right now. Third down, 21 with 50 seconds to go in the first half.
You got to get this or a big chunk of it or get somewhere close.
Pierce got to step up. He does. Now he looks to his left. Now a long throw as Rogers dropped another one at the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. That was a little tougher catch, but we got to help your quarterback out right there because
use your hands.
Instead of having to punt, it would be fourth down and 9, and you'd have an opportunity to go for it. Instead, Weston's going to stay in to punt here. And the struggles for the offense continue here in the first half.
Coaching on the sidelines.
So Weston line drive kicks going to be returnable. Is now chasing it down and diving on it is number 22 Hedgewood.
That's a different way to field a punt there.
Too bad that one didn't squirt out from underneath him. That would have been a break.
It would have been like Amari's played just a second ago.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. Please gift us that back. Maybe we can get in the end zone.
So 3 timeouts for the Hornets here, but boy,
What do you do?
We'll see what Pine Bluff decides to do. I mean, they're going to start this drive from the 17. But with the way they've been throwing the ball here in the first half, I wouldn't put it past them to try to go deep.
With the speed and the size that they have, and to go out that far the way they're playing, I would.
Make sure you stick with us for our Ackles halftime shows. We'll have our band out on the field, and they're not going to settle here.
I wouldn't. Absolutely not.
Well, they got Howell back out there. He wants to throw it up over the middle. Boy, threw it to nobody.
I think that was a bit of miscommunication.
I'm a little surprised they went back to Howell. Holcomb has done well on their last couple of drives. Maybe it's scripted for them to play so many possessions, but a little surprised they've gone back to Howell here.
Flip the script and go back to Holcomb. I'm fine with that play, though.
I am too. Throw it again. Maybe our corner will be down in that zone next
a little
time.
Further into the red jersey. We need one of those picks. We're due. Way overdue.
So Campbell's your running back. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, how big would a pick six be right here?
Big. Real big.
They need something to change the momentum of this ball game.
We have none of it right now. Got to get some energy in this team.
Now they want to throw the screen. Little tunnel screen is caught by Dindy. He's got room as he finds the middle of the field. That's going to be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down out to the 29-yard line. They'll give him the 30. Clock will stop for the moment. Pine Bluff with one timeout. They quickly get on the ball. Chains weren't even set. How are you snapping the ball?
Because they said it was okay.
He spikes that one. And 14 seconds to go here.
It's new rules in high school football, Steve. It's a new 5A rule this year.
I wasn't paying attention to the quarterback. I was watching him try to set the chains, and the chains weren't even halfway set.
The ref blew the whistle.
So second down and 10. It's Campbell.
Not really understanding that.
I'm not understanding a lot of what's happened here in this first half.
You mean the offensive pass interference?
Yeah. Now they're going to try to set up another screen, and the Hornets are all over in the backfield. Good job this time by the defense. They took the screen away. Nobody's going to call a timeout, as they probably shouldn't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that's going to do it for our first half of play. You guys make sure you stick with us for our Ackles halftime show as the Hornets trail this one 20-0, and we'll be back with more Hornet football on Natural State Sports.
From all of us at Ackles Carpet One,
Let's go Hornets!
We make it beautiful.
For less. From all of us at Ackles Carpet One,
Let's go Hornets!
We make it beautiful.
For less.
All right, welcome back, Hornet fans, to the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. And we are going to head down to the field here and let you guys enjoy the halftime festivities here on homecoming. And we'll have the cheerleaders and then the band out here in just a few minutes. So you guys enjoy our Ackles halftime show. We'll be back with scores and stats here in just a few minutes.
Let's hear it for your Maumelle High School cheerleaders.
Our 2022 competition show, Angels and Demons, the battle within. Tonight, we perform the first three movements of our show, which features trumpet soloist Andrew Pittman, horn soloist Natalie Hopkins, and trombone soloist Daniel Chevy. The
drum majors, seniors Josh Brenneberg and Ainsley Atkinson. Drum majors, is the band ready to take the field in performance? The field is yours.
All right, welcome back, folks, to our Ackles halftime show. And I'm going to start things off here by taking a look across our PCSSD Sports Network, some of our scores. But first, let me jump in here into our guy. We'll start here because my buddy Jim Ashley has got us the stats from the first half. And not many good stats for our Hornets. First half, Pine Bluff with 13 total first downs. The Hornets did gain 9 first downs, but it was, again, a lack of consistency in the first half. 62, let's see, rushing yards. The way he does this is so confusing. Net yards rushing for Pine Bluff, 48. For the Hornets, just 34. But biggest passing game of the season against the Hornets, 177 passing yards for Pine Bluff in the first half. And the Hornets managed just 37 on 4 completed passes. Weston, 4 out of 11 in that first half. As we look across the overall, or the team stats, Landon Holcomb is the leading rusher for Pine Bluff, 6 carries for 40 yards. He's also the leading passer, 5 of 7, 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Howe, 4 of 6 for 71 yards and a touchdown as well. He threw the touchdown to Courtney Crutchfield. Crutchfield leads the way receiving, 3 catches, 101 yards. And I don't believe he caught all 3 touchdowns in that first half. I don't think that's right. Matter of fact, I know it's not right. But Dindy with 4 catches for 44 yards. Tariq Campbell, 1 for 16. For the Hornets, Christian Clay leads the way rushing with 2 carries for 19 yards total. Jalen Joyner, 2 carries for 11. Timmons, 1 for 7. Worsham, 3 for 4. Pierce ends the first half, 4 out of 11, 37 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Timmons with 1 catch for 27 yards. And so the first half in which the Hornets just could not get anything going offensively, and it really took its toll, I believe, on the defense as the defense struggled to stop this Pine Bluff team. Maybe a little bit of a surprise to seeing Pine Bluff come out and throw it as much as they have. I hadn't seen Pine Bluff, throw the ball quite as much. So to see them come out and throw it like they have and have the success they have is a little bit surprising. But again, athletes all over the field for this Pine Bluff team. And so the Hornets got to figure something out here, Andy, to start the second half.
Well, when you got defensive backs, and we don't exactly have the biggest in height advantage, and their receivers are all trees, from what I can tell. You would probably want to take that advantage. I mean, if we don't have a lot of film, like you said, we haven't seen them throw the ball. Doesn't mean they can't. They haven't had a use to. So why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So if you've got a height advantage, and like you said, athletes all over the field, you're going to have speed. You can't coach that. So just go with it. If it works, why stop doing it?
Yeah, and it's definitely worked, obviously, as we've seen in this first half, almost 200 yards passing. And again, coming into the season, we knew the secondary had its chances. I mean, we knew this secondary. It's an experienced secondary. It's a very good secondary typically. And they've showed well against teams that haven't thrown much, and so they're getting a test tonight. And right now, they're failing that test as Pine Bluff has really, really dominated things. We're going to jump over and take a look at our PCSSD scoreboard as Mills has made it a ball game in that battle of I-530. Whitehall now leads that one 19-14. Mills with a late score to get that game back to respectable. It was 19-0, so good job by Mills to really start battling and get back into that game. Will has failed in putting our score up on our halftime over there in that West Memphis Sylvan Hills game. But so I'll let you know a score on that one here in just a minute. And then Robinson, Watson Chapel actually had an opportunity to make that thing interesting. They got the game to 39-14. They went for 2.
Call that interesting?
Well, it was getting interesting. I mean, you go into the half down 39-14, you maybe not feel so bad. Instead, Robinson, for the second week in a row, has scored 40-plus in the first half as Noah Freeman went 70 on the last play of the half.
Does 92-28 sound interesting to you?
No, it does not. It does not.
Okay, just check it. A little quick math for you.
But, hey, 39-14, when you're down as big as they were throughout the first half, could have been a little better. But instead, Robinson proving why they are probably the team to beat in the 5A Central right now.
We scored before halftime.
It'd be interesting.
Could have been a little more interesting.
Well, Robinson leads that one 46-14. And we'll look at a couple of other scores across the state right now. Number 1 team in the state, the Bryant Hornets, lead Fort Smith Northside 35-3. That game is at the half. North Little Rock leads Central 23-2. And a roll through here, Benton up 34-21 in a big matchup against El Dorado. That game in the second quarter. Marion leading Greene County Tech currently 24-8. That game's at the half. And the halftime score between West Memphis and Sylvan Hills is 28-10 as West Memphis leads that game. They got out to a hot start in that game. Sylvan Hills has slowly started to try to chip away at that. We'll see how the second half goes in that one.
The only drawback to that offense, unless you get some explosive plays to it, fighting back in a game like that is extremely hard to do.
And they're a team that the funny part about that offense is they're able to get the explosive plays. You watch a guy like Cleo Penn. Yeah, that sophomore, it can fly. That's a kid you're going to hear a lot of going in the future as well.
They had one 2 years and the name started with a T, I think. It was
Tavion Cunningham last year.
4.3 speed.
Yes. Yeah. And now they've got another one.
You got the edge, you forget about it.
And they've got a couple of more over there as well, names that escape me now, but Cleo Penn's a kid that has looked really good. Morrilton and Beebe tied at 14 in the second quarter in another big-time 5A Central matchup. And so that's an interesting one. And, a team that we beat, maybe surprisingly, depending on how the rest of the season goes, but a Batesville team out of the 5A East, they are battling Nettleton right now at the half in a game that's tied at 14. And that's going to go a long way in the 5A East as to who's going to win that conference. One other game, and, surprisingly, I am not seeing a score. Oh, there it is. Pulaski Academy and Little Rock Christian, the game that everybody, the private school battle, not quite a game. Pulaski Academy leads Christian 34-13 at the half right now.
I figured that was going to happen.
So we are about set for the second half to get underway. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with our Eccles kickoff in the second half.
From all of us at Eccles Carpet One,
Let's go Hornets!
We make it beautiful.
For less. From all of us at Eccles Carpet One,
Let's go Hornets!
We make it beautiful.
For less.
My name is Brandon Aker. I'm the owner and pharmacist here at Aker Family Pharmacy in Maumelle. So here in our pharmacy, we like to focus on a hyper-personalized relationship with our patients, and that continues into our service sets. So we offer free delivery, curbside vaccinations, as well as custom compounded medications, including extended hours as well. I think you don't know the level of intimacy that you're going to get with your patients until you really get in it, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
All right, welcome back, Hornet fans, as we are just about set for our Eccles kickoff here to start the second half. The Hornets will receive the ball to start the second half, and boy, you gotta wash away the first half and just lock in here. This is a Pine Bluff team that only scored 12 last week against Valonia. This is a team that you can beat through the air if you can find the openings. And this game is far from over at 20-0.
Time to find the openings.
Yeah, but you've got to score.
One way.
You got to score on this drive. You got to figure it out. You got to get the running game going. That'll open up the passing game for Weston Pierce. Right now, Weston is just kind of running for his life back there, and you've seen it in 2 huge sacks in the first half. And so, the Hornets tried to jump out. They surprised them with the onside kick to get things started. Couldn't do anything with it. We've had great field position the entire first half, and so we got to get things started here in the second half to really battle back in this ball game.
Yeah, to say the least, you have to do that. Receivers got to catch the ball. They got to help him out. You cannot be dropping the ball. It's something. Some of the passes haven't been there, but you got to help as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you had the touchdown that Amari dropped in the end zone here on the other end there in the first quarter that would have made it 7-0. And that's a guy you got to get going. He's a mismatch, and you got to get him going. So this ball's going to be kicked deep, and I think we had an offsides on Pine Bluff, so a PI roofing penalty to start the second half.
Redo.
Guys, make sure you go see our friends over at PI Roofing, your roof leak detective, located at 6109 Remount Road. You can call them at 501-707-3542.
Looks like we're going to do this all over 5 yards deeper.
So, again, you would expect the Hornets to have great field position to start the second half, barring something crazy happening here on the kickoff.
Their kicking style amazes me.
Straight on. So it looks like all of our games but one have gotten started in the second half.
It's like they're playing kickball.
Yeah, it does. That's exactly what it looks like.
They're kick it. Roll it to him.
So that one's kicked deep. Not deep, sorry. Returnable as Timmons bobbles it, picks it up. No. Now Timmons across the 35. He'll run out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Apparently we're playing NFL quarters now.
Hey.
14:55 on the clock. Let's see if anybody notices that and fixes it.
Well, you already noticed it. So.
Well, I noticed it, but I don't know that our officials have noticed it. I don't know if that helps us or hurts us, Andy.
Right now it might help us. Until it hurts us, it's helping us.
So this drive will start at the 40, and no one is changing the fact that we're playing 3 extra minutes.
It's only 5 seconds so far. What if the quarter just ends at 3 minutes?
So Barham actually opens the second half at quarterback.
I was kind of wondering about this one.
That's a bit of a change here.
Where is Pierce?
A motion man will be Timmons. That's where they're going to know. Barham keeps it. Barham wants to take off up the middle. He's got a seam. Barham's got a chance across midfield. Looking to break a tackle as Crutchfield pulls him down to the 35-yard line. But that'll be a first down for the Hornets on the Acre Pharmacy first down. And now the Hornets will hustle to the line, and let's see if they stick with this with Barham at quarterback. To your point, Andy, I don't see Weston on the sideline right now at all. He was a little banged up in that first half, so let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself when he kind of came up a little bit limp, but we thought it was kind of something in his eye or something like that.
Obviously, Barham brings a totally different skill set. He hops over the line of scrimmage. That'll give him 2 out to the 33-yard line.
We know he can throw the ball. We know Cato runs under it well.
So Williams on the tackle. He's got a sling. No, nothing. He's got no, yeah. So it looks like Weston definitely done for the evening as he's in street clothes on the sideline. So that'll be something interesting to keep an eye on.
Who's he got with him?
Now Worsham comes to join Barham in the backfield. I'll give it away to Worsham, left side. Worsham, nice stiff arm, trying to break another tackle. He's not able to break the next one.
Beautiful stiff arm.
Was a heck of a
too bad we couldn't make anything out of it because that was a beautiful. Oh, man.
And now we may have a penalty here on the sideline. We had a little bit of some talking and something going on here on the Hornets sideline as a couple Pine Bluff players came running over to.
It's nothing like running wide open into somebody and all of a sudden your feet getting there before your head does.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, no. I'm looking at your cleats before your helmet ever gets to me.
So now Magera is actually in at wide receiver.
That's backwards. He's on the wrong side of the ball. You sure you know what side of the ball you're on, kid? Registering offensive snaps. I don't know where I'm at.
And now whistle. What's the call here? I think we just had an alignment issue. So now I think we're all set. Third down and 9 with 10:20 to go in the third quarter. I think they did. I quit paying attention to it.
They did. Because it jumped 5 minutes really fast.
Now Barham Barking out the signals. He gets the snap. He wants to throw. He's going to go deep for Amari. Amari back there fighting for it. And Amari Rogers came down with that. What a catch by Amari Rogers at the 5.
Kicks the ball.
That'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down and first and goal for the Hornets. And we got a PI roofing penalty at the 30-yard line.
Of course they're going to call that.
Roughing, maybe? Ineligible man downfield is, I think. Wow.
Still, he called the football.
Wow.
So, practice makes perfect.
That's got to give him some confidence, without a doubt. A huge catch for Amari.
First catch. Regardless, he caught the ball. That's a good thing.
And I don't know if he was the one covered up and was not an eligible receiver on the play. But my goodness, what a catch by Amari Rogers to go up over Crutchfield and bring that one in.
Who do you think will play basketball this year?
I don't know.
Shook.
Wow. So instead of first and goal, and once again, the Hornets just mistakes, man. Mistake after mistake.
You call that shooting yourself in the foot, Steve.
Every single time we've had something good happen, a penalty takes it away.
They get your big guy going, though. Confidence is what you got to look at there. Proves it can happen. Get Cato up there on top side. You know, they kind of like hooking that up, though, for sure.
Yeah. Play clock is not rolling right now with 25. They haven't started it.
Who needs it?
Now Barham, low snap. He picks it up. Worsham. Oh, wow.
No.
That was big number 72. And, boy, Barham paid for that one.
Barham just got Kelby. Surprised he got up as easy as he did.
72 is Danny Johnson, sophomore. That's a sophomore.
He just got squished.
So now 4th down, and the punt team will come out as it looks like Barham will take on the punting duties.
Quarterback / punter.
Why not?
Psych. Barham is coming off. He is not punting.
It looks like Timmons is going to be the punter. If his punts are as good as his onside kicks, we got something brewing here, fellas.
Might be a fake if that's the case. I don't even know if I want to watch. I think I'm gonna close my eyes.
There's a snap. Timmons catches it. He'll kick this one away. Good punt.
That's actually a decent punt.
And Crutchfield may try to play, and he does pick it up off a bounce. He's across the 20, 25, and is met at the 33-yard line. And Pine Bluff will start this drive right there.
Shades of Jesse Knight.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking as soon as he picked that ball up. I was like, yeah, I've seen this before. On that same sideline, as a matter of fact. Figured that was going to happen.
Mills has come all the way back to take a 22-19 lead. Now they just kicked an onside kick.
Surprise, surprise.
All right, so the Hornets unable to do anything on offense on that drive after the penalty that took away the huge catch for Amari Rogers. And at this point, the Hornets are going to have to dig deep. They've got to get a defensive stop here. Cannot let this game get to 27-0. So Howell is that quarterback. I'll hand this one up the middle to Barnett. Barnett bounces it outside. He breaks a tackle out of bounds after a gain of maybe 2 to get him the 37-yard line. They started this drive at the 35.
Bit of a win.
A yard and a half maybe. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. So Barnett at running back. There's a snap. Howell going to roll it to the right. Looking downfield, he's got a man in the zone. A great route there. That ball's caught by Hedgewood. Hedgewood taken down by Whitley out at the 47-yard line. And just like that, Pine Bluff is already in Hornet territory.
It's a little different. All of the receivers seem to come with their quarterback. Like when they're coming across, and there might be still a gelling thing with they've got a new staff, completely, basically just like what we have.
Yep.
But when their quarterback comes this way, if it's something falling apart, the entire team goes this way. So
come help the quarterback.
Communication is, as the team part of it, the gelling is definitely understood on this part of it.
They'll give this one to Barnett. He is met in the backfield. Great job there. As that is number 4, Crawford, who steps up to make the tackle.
It's a lot of man to tackle, too.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for somebody Crawford. That's a load. He's going to hit you every time. remember the first time we saw him on the basketball court, I was like, that guy's got to play football too.
Yeah.
It's like a linebacker playing point guard, and sure enough. Plays running back.
Yep.
Might as well be linebacker.
So 2nd down and 10.
Blitz.
Hornets blitzing off the corner. Nice job by Timmons, and B.J. Beats is going to get the sack at midfield.
Blitz caused the sack from the pressure on the inside. There we go.
Give Timmons a lot of credit. Timmons come in. Yeah, he did. He got up and forced him not to be able to get the ball out, and then B.J. was right there to clean it up.
Not only did he force him to keep the ball in his hands, but he also kept him inside. So he forced him inside right into the tackle.
So great job there by Timmons on defense. Now big 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 from midfield. Defense needs a stop. Again, Weston Pierce out for the ball game. So we've seen him down on the sidelines in street clothes. I couldn't tell. It looked like, and now we're going to have a timeout for Pine Bluff. So Pine Bluff calls the timeout. Mop is the first one to meet his team out at the 50, and he is going to do some coaching right now. As this is a big moment in the game. I know I feel like I'm a broken record. I feel like I just keep saying that, but it's a huge moment in this football game because if you get a first down, Pine Bluff gets a first down here, they're going to be able to run several more minutes off its clock. And if they score, can't say it's over, but boy.
Every moment in this game when it comes to 3rd down is huge.
Yeah, you got to get off the field here.
For multiple reasons, though. You've got a defense that's already tired.
We'll say thanks to our kickoff and halftime sponsor, Akel's Carpet One, Floor and Home, located at 10 Maumelle Curve Court in North Little Rock. You can give them a call, 501-214-0495, or find them online at akelscarpet1.com. And great folks to do business with. I've had the pleasure of doing business with them a few times, and great selection of flooring and all the other things you need for any home renovations you may do. And so if you're not calling Dio to buy a new home and you're wanting to remodel your home, go see our friends over at Akel's Carpet One, and they'll get you squared away on your next remodel project.
I just need garage flooring.
So Dindy laid onto the field here is Crutchfield, and Dindy will be on the far side of the field mopping, trying to align his defense. Third down.
It's a lot of cushion.
3rd down and 13. Now Howell just going to take off, and he has got daylight for days. Ball's out. Big hit. Ball's out, and the Hornets have got it. And maybe that's the turnover that changes things.
Timmons.
What a play by Timmons to stick his nose in there and get that ball out, because that was a first down.
He was nowhere ready for that hit to come where it come from either.
What a play there, and now you want to see your offense do some work.
Look at this.
Boy, what a play by Timmons.
Oh, man. What a shot.
Man.
A missile from the side. He never saw him coming. He was bracing from a lick from the front and blindsided.
He thought he had first down all day long.
Timmons like, I got this. Watch.
Right.
My helmet on the ball.
So Barham out. Now you got Cato with Crutchfield on him here on the near side of the field with Timmons in the slot.
Cato outrun Crutchfield. That's saying a lot.
Hey, that's a matchup we're going to see on the basketball court, too.
That's saying a lot.
Crutchfield
probably quicker, but.
Now they'll give it away to Timmons. Timmons finds a little bit of a seam trying to break a tackle. He drags the guy with him. Give him 6 on the play, though, out to the 41-yard line.
Reward the man who just made the play of the game so far for us.
Think about it. I mean, Timmons had that big kick return earlier washed away, too, with a penalty. So
we've been down here inside the 30.
Mm-hmm. Now quickly back to the ball is Barham. Try to lead an unlikely second-half comeback now. There's the snap. They'll give it away to Joyner, and, boy, that one is bottled up in the backfield. Joyner going to fall forward, get maybe a half yard here. Out to the 40, maybe the 42, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Steve, that clock is definitely our enemy right now.
Yeah, but if you could score here, obviously you score here before the end of the quarter, and you have plenty of time, especially with the blocked extra point. Come back and get a 21-20 win. Now we've got a switch at quarterback. Barham comes off the field. I think it's that Joyner that's going to take the direct snap. And now the Hornets look confused as they can't decide who to. They're going to have to call a timeout here. And they won't. Now they're really lost.
What in the world are we doing?
Now they got to get. Now we have this all kinds of miscommunication. They finally run a guy off the field That was a false start that didn't get called. That's Rawls who took the direct snap, and they did call it as the PI roofing penalty gets thrown.
We got the first down.
And, boy, that was just – I guess I can use my discombobulated word because that's what that was.
We were in a bit of a conundrum there.
Yes, a conundrum for sure.
Yes.
But the PI roofing penalty, it was a first down, or right at the sticks is where Rawls got to. But
they gave him a little short distance there. He was a little further than that.
I think our running back moved a little soon.
Yeah, he chopped his feet.
And it is illegal motion.
Well, with as much motion, it looked like we were dancing out there trying to figure out which way we were going. I don't know if that was the cha-cha slide or that was the bunny hop or whatever you want to call it, but it was something. Not knowing what play was going on, that's for sure.
They'll bring Rawls out.
We got a hockey line change.
Yes. They'll go back with a traditional offense with Barham back at quarterback.
Everybody off, all y'all on. Look, it's doing it again. Maybe it's trying to confuse the defense.
That's Achilles' pace.
58 on, 58 off. Make my mind up, Coach.
Well, they just keep
what are we doing?
Running offensive linemen off. Now they've got –
they're going to make them tired.
Now they got Devine in at running back with Barham at quarterback. Trips to the near side. Single receivers, Rogers to the far side of the field.
You're going to be confused.
I'll try to tell you who's on the field. Barham. Now he wants to run. He run right into the blitz. I mean, right into it. He'll fall forward.
Really didn't have where to go there, Steve.
A loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th and 10. And once again, just in our own way, as we had enough for the first down by Rawls, couldn't get the play lined up, and now they're going to have to punt.
Again.
You guys, make sure you stick with us in our post-game shows. We'll announce our American Pie Pizza player of the game. You can go see our friends at ampipizza.com or head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. I want to talk about a good place to go watch the Razorback game. Go head over to American Pie Pizza tomorrow to watch the Razorbacks and the Aggies tomorrow evening. Get you some pizza, Pizookie, and nice carbonated beverage. Now rolls the snap back as Timmons has it blocked. That one is blocked. A PI roofing penalty just came flying in.
Wow.
And now Pine Bluff will
step on the football.
Cover it at the 26.
And he rolled an ankle.
Yeah, did he hurt himself?
He stepped on the football with his right foot. I don't know. It looked like it.
I think he just hurt his pride more than anything because he wanted scoop and score. And
a dance, of course.
All right, so let's see what the penalty is. There's a PI roofing penalty flag at the 38-yard line. Give me an opportunity to talk about our friend. It was a hold on Pine Bluff.
Really?
I think it's going to be a first down for the Hornets. Is it before or after the kick? Let's see. The offense may be coming back out on the field. I think we may get a break here finally. We've been waiting for a break all night. Flag is holding. White hat turns, and that's a first down for the Hornets. That is a big break for the Hornets here on 4th and 10 on a punt that was blocked. Wow. Now you have to take advantage of this situation if you're the Hornets because, my goodness, that's a huge change of momentum here for the Hornets because Pine Bluff was going to have the ball at the 26-yard line, looking at going up by 4 scores.
It's going to be the old coup de grace. That's what that was going to be.
Coach Williams still out there trying to get an explanation. And I think, obviously, the question here was the hold before or after the kick. And that is still the discussion down on the field. While they're discussing it, and since it's likely to be an Acre Pharmacy first down, we'll talk about our friends over at Acre Family Pharmacy and Brandon Acre. Appreciate them and their support of Maumelle Hornet football. And you can go see them at 1900 Club Manor Drive, Suite 101. See them online at acrepharmacy.com for all your hometown pharmacy needs. So they're going to walk this one off for the Hornets, and it'll be 1st and 10 after the PI roofing penalty results in an Acre Pharmacy first down.
It's very, very good for us. We need this. Right? Yeah. There's nothing else. It's only good to come from that for us.
Now we're still trying to figure out where they want to walk it off at. Now they will walk it all the way out across the 45. That is across the 45, so it's a first down.
4th and this much.
I kept waiting on him to set it down short of the 45.
I was waiting on that too. Nose of the football.
All right, so you got to take advantage of this big break for the Hornets.
Got to. There's nothing else.
Motion man, it's Timmons, I believe. Barham, nice little pitch out, but boy, they were ready for it. Timmons broke the first tackle, but he's not breaking in another one. So he'll lose a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 11. And now, to your point a minute ago, Andy, the clock really is becoming an issue.
You ever heard that phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Yeah, a few times.
When the offensive plays you're running are broke, you need to fix them. So, come on now, can you try something different maybe?
Well, with Barham out there, obviously I think the offense changes, but,
I watched him bomb the ball over everybody to Cato during a benefit game several times. A deep ball worked for him.
In that first drive, though, I liked what you saw out of his legs.
Yes.
So
that was offsides.
Barham will roll to his left, rolls right back into the pressures again. Boy, they are just coming.
The entire team tackled him behind the line.
They are coming untouched into the backfield right now.
How did the entire team come untouched?
I don't know.
Where did the line go? Did y'all go to sleep?
The entire right side just got whipped on that play. So
it's more than the right side.
3rd down and 14 for the Hornets. Going the wrong way here. And it's a big defensive line for Pine Bluff, though. But again, everybody, it seems like they got on the field is big and athletic.
2 things you kind of got to have to get a.
Barham going to roll to his left. Throws this one to Cato. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and that'll make it 4th down. And right now, the biggest issue is just no time at all. I mean, every time, whether it's Weston or Barham, it doesn't really matter. It's just no time to throw the football. I mean, every single time they are busting through that line. And
there's no time to run it or throw it.
No.
You can't. You're running for your life.
Now, we knew that there was going to be some growing pains on the offensive line this year. It's a very young offensive line. It's an offensive line that if they stay the course, then the next couple of years they're going to be very, very good. So they may go for this as the offense is still on the field. 10 seconds, though. They're going to have to hurry or we'll blow a timeout here. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Rogers gets set, and they'll snap it. Going to roll to the left. He's got Cato there. Instead looks back up, goes into double coverage, and it is dropped out of bounds. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. And the Hornets will turn it over on downs at the 41-yard line. So after the holding penalty that negated the block punt, the Hornets end up gaining 15 yards out of the deal, but no points on the board. And with 1:51 to go in the 3rd, Pine Bluff leads this one 20-0. Looking across the PCSSD Sports Network, a few of your scores. Mills has taken a 22-19 lead over Whitehall. Robinson
cruise control
leads 52-14 in the 3rd, and West Memphis leads Sylvan Hills 28-10. That game's in the 4th quarter now.
Yeah, that clock's rolling.
So Pine Bluff going to try to put the dagger in here at the end of the 3rd quarter. They run a guy on late. That's got to be a penalty, and it is. They do throw the PI roofing penalty. The ball's on the ground, and the Hornets recover it.
Now, if that's a penalty and it's pre-snap.
It was a motion penalty, so it's not a dead ball, so we'll decline the penalty and take the result of the play.
That's what I was wondering. It's pre-snap or if it's motion.
Yeah, if they would have called the play dead, which I guess technically they could have, but you can't have a player running towards the line of scrimmage at the snap. This is not arena football.
What about that player that's out there on the field on the 20?
Oh, no, somebody get
the 2-year-old.
Mop makes the tackle with the 15-yard line.
No, you don't have the proper equipment.
Mop pulling
shoulder pads and a helmet are required, and maybe a mouthpiece.
Mop pulling triple duty out there. Head coach, defensive coordinator, and child wrangler.
It's the first. I don't think I've ever seen a 2-year-old on the 20.
All right, so the Hornets get another break here.
Maybe a squirrel or a cat or a raccoon, not a child.
I think, once again, Coach Williams is not happy because I think he probably thinks, kind of to your point, was wondering if that should have been a pre-possession penalty. Now we got Coach Williams is not happy. He is
don't have
not
instant replay, and you can't review penalties anyway.
He is not going to accept the explanation from one of the officials. He wants the white hat, and he called a timeout to talk to the white hat.
Well, he's up 20 points with a minute and 44 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, but you've had an extra point blocked here, and all it takes is the Hornets to get a touchdown here and try to find some momentum on offense. I mean, again, it's a quite the hill to climb for the Hornets, but that timeout to argue, which again, I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish. They're not going to call. They're not going to change the play. They've already awarded the Hornets the ball.
I rest my case.
Although, to be fair, the chain gang has not moved. They are still set up like it's Pine Bluff first down from the 42-yard line. And just to set it up, basically what happened was I think it was number 6, which is Jordan Harris. Harris ran onto the field late and was trying to get into position. They snapped it, but he was moving towards the line of scrimmage. It's just a motion penalty. It's not a dead ball penalty. And so the result of the play was a fumble that the Hornets recovered. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Chain gang's got to move as they still think we're going east. Or, well, I guess they think we're going south when we're trying to go north here. Now they get it set. Barham ready for the snap. They'll hand this one away. I think that's Worsham. And, again, just no room to run, and a late PI roofing penalty gets thrown in. Got an injured zebra. Yeah.
His helmet off, too.
That's big Danny Johnson, who had that big sack earlier.
Squish.
And he gets himself up. He'll get off under his own power. 1:36 to go here in the third, but another PI roofing penalty, and we'll see what this call is. I'm talking to White, so this may end up being against Pine Bluff.
Just watching for wandering 2-year-olds now.
Yeah.
Escape!
So face mask is the call on the Zebras.
Hey, free 15. Look out.
So the PI roofing penalty will result in an Acre Pharmacy. No, it won't. It's a 5-yard face mask. Okay.
The 5-yard variety. I haven't seen that called in a long time.
No, I forgot it was even an option.
Me too.
I guess only in high school because it's not an option at any other level.
Nope, they never call it at least.
So 2nd down and 4 for the Hornets here is Barham. I can't tell. I think that's Worsham in at running back. Stack receivers here to the near side of the field. Cato is your lone receiver to the far side. They want to throw the bubble screen. Timmons makes the catch. And Timmons fumbled it. Ball still loose. Ball is out, and it's fought for on the ground. And I think Pine Bluff's going to come out of the pile, and they do. Pine Bluff comes out with it after the fumble, and the Hornets turn it back over to the Zebras here with 1:24 to go in the third.
Do I say that's the way the cookie crumbles, or that's the way the ball bounces?
Footballs bounce real weird.
Especially off the end.
So minute 24 here left in the third. Hornets trail this one 20-0. It has been a sloppy third quarter by both teams, really.
A bunch of turnovers by both teams.
That was the third turnover of the quarter.
Third fumble.
Yeah.
Not just turnover, fumble. Fumble Ruski.
The Hornets have had multiple breaks here in this third quarter and just have not been able to do anything with it. So Howell gets the snap. Timmons had it, but it got through his hands. A nice move by the receiver. That is number 5, Jenkins. And Jenkins picks up 14 on the play out to the 31-yard line, and that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Timmons was 4 inches taller. He's in the end zone right now with a touchdown.
I think we might have a penalty. I think we've got a stoppage for some reason.
Because it's 16-5, 16-11.
There is a PI roofing penalty. I don't see a yellow. Oh, there it is at the 47-yard line. Okay.
Hidden review.
So that may take away the big pass. Yeah, that's an ineligible man downfield on Pine Bluff, so a break there for the Hornets. And I guess that's why he was so wide open, because he wasn't supposed to be running a route. And, man, it just – since that first quarter, they went to this 5-wide set and really started throwing it on the Hornets. And
had their way with us.
Yeah.
It's different. Every other team's kind of done the research and gone, all right, we're going to run the ball and stay away from passing it. They got to come in here and they're like, we think we'll throw it.
Well, they've tested us, and they've passed the test. Pine Bluff has. Our secondary has not.
Size. It's got to be something to do with just the overall size.
So, minute 18 to go in the third.
Definitely the biggest team we faced size-wise on the receivers.
And now they'll hand this one a nice play. No, Beats had him, but the quarterback kept it. Fooled me. As Hal kept it up the middle. He'll get 6 yards, and that'll be 2nd down and 9. Vance in on that tackle. BJ Beats put a hit on Campbell in the backfield.
Didn't quite hang on.
So clock running, 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now fake it to the motion man. Good pressure here from the Hornets, and they're trying to chase him down. BJ Beats is there. I believe that was BJ. It might have been a 50. And that was 50.
50. Came off the field.
Caden Sherman on that tackle for the Hornets, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. Make it 7. 3rd and 7 here. And that's probably the last play of the third quarter, and it will be as Pine Bluff's going to walk to the sidelines. We'll flip sides of the field. We'll come back for the fourth quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Pine Bluff leads this one over your Hornets 20-0, and we'll be back with more Hornet football on Natural State Sports.
You ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. And that's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DIO to 36260 to get started today.
All right, welcome back here to Maumelle Hornet Stadium as we are set for the fourth quarter of Hornet football here on the Natural State Sports, the PCSSD Sports Network. And I want to say again, thanks to our friends Dio Vanucci and his team at Cornerstone Home Lending, 1701 Centerview Drive in Little Rock. You can go to loansbydio.com or text DIO to 36260 to get your home lending journey started. So if you're looking to purchase a home, I think your first step is to call me. We'll get you all set up.
Just call Steve.
And then I'll send you over to Dio, and Dio will get you pre-approved.
Wish me a happy birthday.
And then we'll go find you a house.
Actually, his team did. I got a random call from his team.
Oh, well, isn't that nice?
Thanks, Dio. I didn't get a present in the mail, though, so I'm upset with you.
It's still in the mail. It's on its way.
I got some random cookie last year.
Yeah.
I think it was for buying the house, though. And a stamp.
He likes to send all kinds of cool stuff.
I got a letter opener. I lost it, though. I don't know where it's at. It's in my house somewhere.
I want to say thanks again also to American Pie Pizzas. They've signed on with us for basketball season and continue advertising with us. They're going to be our 3-point sponsor in basketball season, which is
might be a few of those
coming up quickly.
Yes, it is.
Coach Shooks added 2 more games. He first told me he may have to forfeit half the first part of the season, wait for football season to end. Now he's adding games.
Really?
Yeah.
I got 4 players.
So 3rd down and 7. Hal drops. He wants to go deep, and he overthrew everybody.
Far. Just a bit outside.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and we'll see if they go for this one.
I wonder if he went over on the sideline in between the 3rd and 4th quarter, had a little bit of popcorn. The ball was carried a little bit. Old Brucey.
Looking for Hedgewood on that play. Hedgewood was running a post, and Hal was throwing a
go route.
Go, yeah.
You zigged when you should have zagged, man.
Hey, give this Pine Bluff team some credit. It's not a long drive, about an hour from Pine Bluff, but they've got a nice crowd over there in the visiting stands.
I think they knew what was coming.
Hey, again, great credit to them with how last week's game went against Valonia. So now Hal, he wants to run. Hornets want to go, and he broke the tackle in the backfield and just tripped him up, but he dove forward, and that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Shoestrings.
That was Kylan Vance. He don't miss many of them. Vance had him in the backfield. He was able to break the tackle and scrambles his way for a first down. And with 11:40 to go here in the first half, or in the ball game, Pine Bluff is headed on their way to their second conference victory if the Hornets cannot figure out a way to change the momentum in a hurry.
Vance a little shook up on that play, too. He came off. I think Eric Young came on to replace him, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Howell, as Campbell goes in motion, Howell's going to keep it right up the middle. He gets flipped over at the 30.
He had a one-point landing directly on his dome.
And he may be hurt. He hit the ground real awkwardly.
Yeah, it was head first, and there was nothing there to hold him.
And he's back up, and now we got to fight. Now we got to fight on the field.
Who's fighting?
As I'm not sure. We were shielded from that, but PI roofing penalty is thrown on the play.
Why?
Mop gets his guys back. This may end up being against Pine Bluff, though. I'm not sure what happened.
Well,
as that is Crawford. Wasn't Jason thrown out of the game 2 weeks ago, too? Was it Crawford or Candler that got thrown out? I think
that's Crawford there that come off.
Yeah, Crawford, Candler, and Rogers all come off the field. And I'm not sure if there was – Pine Bluff just didn't like the hit as Mop and Coach Williams exchange pleasantries. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Pine Bluff. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Pine Bluff. I think he meant to call that on the Hornets.
Call both of them on them. Go back 30 yards.
Let's see. They're walking that off on Pine Bluff. I think you're right, Andy. They're going to walk that one all the way back to the 45-yard line. That's not 30 yards, but
it's 15. Add 15 more.
An 11-yard penalty?
That was 30 and 15. 30 to 45 is 15.
The line of scrimmage. Oh, that's right. I forget. Spot of the foul. So.
Yeah.
All right. So it'll be first down all over again back at the 45-yard line after the fireworks. And with 11:13 to go in the ball game, Pine Bluff as Howell, obviously I'm guessing Howell is out of the game. Holcomb is now back in at quarterback.
When you take a landing like that, you got to come out for a couple plays for sure.
Yeah.
You got upended, and like I said, there's a one-point landing for sure.
Now Holcomb, he wants to go deep, and Rawls has got the pick. Nice play as Rawls makes the play like a center fielder. Now coming back the other way, cannot break the tackle at Crutchfield. Rawls will be tackled at the 32-yard line, and it'll be first down for the Hornets.
Swiss Army knife for Pine Bluff does it again.
And Rawls got his
own though.
Rawls with his third pick of the season. He'll tie Clegg for the team lead.
Fourth or third?
Third. So another
time that bag got opened back up.
Yes. Another opportunity for the Hornets here. Now you just got to figure out a way to make the offense move down the field.
I was about to talk about their quarterback having a pretty deep ball when he throws it. I was like, yeah, it is a pretty deep ball. It came right in our hand. It was a great deep ball. Throw another one like that. Now we got to do something with it.
It was a great play by Rawls to read it, play center field, and go back there and get it.
And Barham can throw a deep ball down the field to 16 or 12 or 31. I don't know. Anyone in a red jersey, black numbers on it, white outlines, and go for 6 here, I would take it.
All right.
11.
Yeah, anybody. I just want to see somebody getting that cornerstone end zone down there.
I'd like to see Amari run somebody over at full speed somewhere over the middle of the field.
So Barham, he looks. That looked like they were trying to set up a screen. I don't know if that's what that was or just the offensive line let everybody go.
I don't think we have enough time to set up a screen.
Looking for Whitley on the play, but Whitley's not 7'2".
Not even 6'2". Plays like it.
I tell you, Joyner he's definitely battling an injury as he's back off the field here. Rawls is actually in at running back.
It's a little different.
Rawls is going to become our Jesse Knight.
Maybe.
I'm Barham. Throws this one. Rogers drops it at the 30-yard line. That'll make it third down and 10.
He tried to run before he had the ball in his hands. You can literally watch him turn upfield before the ball was there.
Rogers just needs the difficulty level to be set a little higher to make the catches, apparently.
That's what it is. Well, that's too easy of a catch. It was like, it'll hit me in the hands. I'll drop it. Tough ball, I'm catching it.
Yeah.
It's like, let me jump up over this guy by 6 feet and catch it and fall over him and somehow hang on to the football with one hand.
Oh, by the way, it doesn't count.
Yeah. Do over.
So 3rd down and 10 here is Barham. Looks at Burcham and gets the call. He gets the snap. Barham steps up, throws it up over the middle deep, and it's picked off by Crutchfield. Now Crutchfield looking for some blockers to bring it back the other way. He's across midfield and breaks a couple of tackles. Now trying to get to the outside. Timmons is there if he can chase him down. Instead, Crutchfield going to run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, and that's probably going to be the play that seals it as Crutchfield picks it off, takes it back for the Zebras, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line for Pine Bluff.
That's a field general. Back here directing traffic, going all the way across the field and just steps out of bounds when he wants to. Give the kid credit, he's good.
Yeah. He's
does whatever he wants.
He is one heck of an athlete. There is no doubt about it. I will say this, though. I enjoy watching him on the basketball court a lot. That's just because we don't only have to see him until the state tournament.
I kind of want to play them in basketball.
And now I say that. To be honest, I've not taken a close look at what our conference looks like in basketball this year, so I may have to get back to you on that.
Ask old Chrome Dome, he'll know.
Now Holcomb, quick throw out to the right side. And out of bounds about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Got taken down by the yard marker there, the holder. Chain gang took him out.
So Hedgewood give him 8 to the 20-yard line as Pine Bluff has made their way out on the edge of the red zone here.
You got to give Pine Bluff credit. They came in here and did exactly what they wanted to.
Well, defensively, they have been just
all
incredible.
Not the way you want to do a homecoming game.
So now to the left side, that ball is going to be caught by number 11. That is another Hedgewood.
Between the hedges.
It was Blair Hedgewood on that catch.
Is that Whitley kind of shook over on his arm here.
I'm guessing Blair and Blake Hedgewood are twins.
Could be.
Well, they're both about 6'1". They're both seniors.
Maybe they're really close cousins.
Who knows? Either way, another Acre Pharmacy 1st down as Barnett in at running back.
The B's and B may give that away.
Yeah. Now Holcomb had a wide open man sitting over the middle, caught, and Dindy shakes off the hit and scores the touchdown. So another cornerstone touchdown for the Zebras. Now they're going to dance for 5 minutes in the end zone, and that'll do it.
Not get a penalty.
After that one. I tell you, I've never seen officials, for an officiating crew that's been so happy to throw flags, I've never seen a crew let a team celebrate for so long in the end zone. Nah, I'm not. Give them. I love to see the celebrations, man. They're fun, but hey, look, they done benched Crutchfield. He's no longer the kicker, but they don't have a holder either.
He forgot.
He's like, just drop kick it.
Just go for 2. Hello, we got to kick football.
I don't even have a 39 on my roster over here, so I have no idea who this is.
He's like, oh, yeah, I got to kick football. I forgot. I'm that guy, too. Never mind. Somebody else is kicking. Nope, backup kicker.
So I don't know who 39 is. I don't have him on my roster, but he'll kick the extra point. Snap, kick is blocked again. Can't return it.
At least fun to try.
That's Crawford. And get the block. It makes 26-0. Yeah. Hey, we've won the special teams phase of the game. We've punted well. We had an onside kick recovery and 2 extra points blocked. Hey, we've done well in that phase.
And other than the penalty, we had good return yardage.
Yeah, we've done well there too.
Moral victory.
That battle of I-530 is getting good as it is 26-22 with 8 minutes to go. Whitehall leads that one. Yeah, that one's over. That's the Natural State top 10. So the Robinson game has completed. I didn't see the final score. We'll let you know that here in just a minute. But yeah,
the last time I looked at it.
It was not close. Let's just put it that way. So Robinson will improve to 2-0, and right now they're watching that Mills game because if Mills drops that ball game, Robinson will be first place in the 5A Central. That hit right there by Castor, boy.
casted a spell on him, did he?
Not as good as the Tank Reese hit, but.
Oh. That is an impressive young man. 14 years old, built like a grown man already. Probably has a beard.
So there's the kick. Going to be returnable on a line drive.
Score right here.
It's Timmons. He's got a corner, and corner closed, and he's going to be taken down at around the 46-yard line.
Wide open.
Now we've got a scrum. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Careful, Jalen. Careful. Don't be crazy here. Good job by Coach Burcham to get Joyner out of that scrum and not do anything we shouldn't do here in this situation. And this is one of those moments. The Hornets have got to do a good job of keeping their composure. This game's not gone the way you want it to go. And, of course, I mean, as you can tell by the way the Pine Bluff players are dancing to our band, they are doing as they should be when you're beating a team 26-0. They're
on their homecoming.
Yeah.
They are playing the part for sure.
That plays great. So the offense will come off the field, onto the field after the Ackles kickoff.
Track meet.
Barham still at quarterback.
I think Crutchfield just got the play from our coach.
He might have.
To him. Guy with the white shoes down here.
Barham, he'll get the snap. Run all the way as he goes to the right side, trying to get around the corner. He'll be drug out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Barham gets up out of the pile. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Crutchfield's only a junior, too. He's not a senior.
No.
There's a lot of talented juniors in this state, if you think about it.
A lot of talented underclassmen in general, sophomores, freshmen, juniors. This state is loaded with some.
Finally starting to load up on the bottom side.
Yeah. I mean, you look at just this offensive line. Again, this is an offensive line that in a couple of years is going to be really, really solid. Now Barham's in trouble. Barham has to try to chunk it. Oh, and nearly an interception. That would have been one heck of a play by number 31.
He was running him down. That guy's fast. Barham is not a slow man either.
No, he's not. I don't have a name for 31, but a great play there as he almost makes the interception.
You didn't get the license plate on that truck?
I did not.
Okay. Just checking.
31's all I know. So Worsham back in at running back as Christian Clay was in for the moment and then came back out. So it'll be Worsham at running back. 9:21 to go, and they got to hurry here. 4 seconds on the play clock. They're not going to get this off. 2 seconds. Just do snap it off the hands of Barham. Barham falls on it. And they're going to lose 5 all the way back to the 43-yard line. And
you got to call a timeout here and get them together on the sideline.
Now it's 4th down and 12. And they're going to punt it. That's almost like throwing the white flag at this point. Defense has played significantly better in the second half. They've been able to get in. That's something that you can gain from this game is that your defense did a much better job. They've only given up 6 points here in the second half. So a lot of credit there as they've done a great job.
Offense just never got going.
No.
Really?
Yeah, Whitehall scored again, and now with 7:40 to go, it's 32-22. They lead by 10. Mills is their work cut out for them.
Whitehall, as we said last week, once they started getting it together, might roll with it.
That's another good sophomore, Keandre Barker at BB. We'll see him towards the end of the season. That young man right there can fly. Now, that was a 92-yard touchdown. Watch this play by Castor, though. So Barham gets the snap. He'll get the punt away. Spiraling kick. Crutchfield is going to pick it up.
What's about to happen?
Off the bounce at the 35, and he's got blockers. Across midfield, 45, and nice tackle at the 40-yard line. And just like that, they get the ball right where the line of scrimmage was for the Hornets on the punt.
Literally where the fourth down marker is.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line here for the Zebras with 8:02 to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, Steve, what do you do?
I mean, at this point, you just got to – you're playing for your pride here. Your defense has done a really good job, but you're 4 scores down. The odds of coming back are slim to none, but I think, looking at the situation with Whitley down there, with Pierce down there right now, I got to believe that Barham's probably going to be your quarterback for a significant amount of time. They'll break a tackle in the backfield. Another tackle broke, and finally going to be knocked down after a gain of maybe a yard. But, man, it doesn't get any easier. I was talking with Weston's dad in pregame, and this was one of those games that coming into it you really needed to get a victory in just because this is a game you really need to get a victory in just when you look at the situation because you look at the end of the season, you got 4 games you play. We've got BB, Valonia, Watson Chapel, and I'm missing one in there to close the season out. And so, but these next couple of weeks are brutal. I mean, you got this Pine Bluff game. You're going to drop this one to fall at 0-2, and then you get Mills, and then you get Robinson. Morrilton, thank you. And that ball into the seam. And
get him in the back.
Hits Candler in the pack, and that'll make it 3rd down.
His helmet and get an interception that way. Most unlikely players between the shoulder pad and the helmet and the stick.
Hey, you talk about a play that could have made things go viral. That would be the one. Hey, I want to say thanks to my buddy Dennis Evans with GQ Home Inspections. And that's a good buddy of mine as they are out camping. And check this out. They got us up on the projector in the campsite. So appreciate that. And remember, I know you guys are some West Little Rock folks, so hopefully you got to watch that Robinson shellacking of Watson Chapel tonight. But appreciate you, Dennis, for tuning in. Make sure you guys share and hit that subscribe button. So Holcomb drops. They want the screen. It wasn't theirs. The Hornets defend it. Now tries to break free. Does break a tackle. And he'll be drugged down in the backfield. And that'll bring up a 4th down here for the Zebras.
Run of the clock. That's all they're looking to do. Can't blame them.
So final out in West Memphis as West Memphis has dropped Sylvan Hills to 0-4 to start the season. West Memphis wins that one 35-16. And with 5:57 to go in the Battle of I-530, Ryan Mallett's squad may be on their way to their second conference victory as they lead Mills 32-22. And that'll be the Hornets' next opponent next Friday night at the U. So Holcomb gets the snap. That's a hold on Beats. Beats still got him. Beats is chasing him down. And Beats couldn't beat him to the quarterback. Now just throws it up. Hail Mary, and it is intercepted. Picked off by the Hornets. Now trying to go the other way across the 30 and hit hard at the 31-yard line.
It's a horse collar. It's a horse collar. It's a horse collar. And they're not going to call it. Literally had him by the back of his jersey right below his helmet. How do you?
And Clegg said, Rawls, you're not going to have the lead for long. I'm taking it back as he gets his 4th pick of the year.
It's mine. May not win this game, but I'm taking the title.
Great play there. And, hey, listen, this is free pub for my buddy Dennis. But seriously, you guys, if you are in the process of buying a home, Google my guy, Dennis Evans with GQ Home Inspections, best home inspector in Central Arkansas.
He did mine.
He did yours, and he does most of my clients. And again, I try to surround myself with the best in the business. And Dennis Evans is a great home inspector. He's going to find the issues. He's going to explain them well. He's going to protect you in your purchase. So for sure, give my guy Dennis Evans a shout with GQ Home Inspections. All right, so Barham, as the Hornets start this drive from the 31-yard line, trying to get that goose egg off the scoreboard here before this one's over. They'll get a yard on that play.
We've had every opportunity to step back into this game in the second half.
The whole game, that's the thing. We've had chances. We just haven't been able to take advantage of them.
Defense just got to score a touchdown.
Yeah, and
There's
again,
too much speed on that other side to let that happen.
Again, to that point, we'll find out, later this week what the situation is with Weston. Barham is a talented quarterback, and he's got a good arm, but his athletic ability is what's going to be the difference, I think. And you're going to see it right here as Barham tries to split the line. He'll be thrown forward out to the 37-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4. You know, Andy, something else that I'd be interested, or I guess like to see is, I know you want to keep your running backs fresh, but boy, they never seem to let these running backs get in a rhythm. They play a play or two and then they pull them, and a play or two and they pull them. And Worsham was out there for a play. Now you got Joyner back in at running back.
I'd put Amari Rogers at running back. Brandon Jacobs played running back, and he was 6'4".
Yeah,
they're about the same size. Let the man play running back. Get the ball in his hands somehow.
So Barham being chased. Oh, boy. He is just hammered. Was that Crutchfield?
Maybe.
No. It's a 6.
6. It's a tall.
That is a large individual.
They have a guy that plays Jordan Harris or something.
Yeah, Jordan Harris is bad. I think that might be who that was.
Basketball, like a D1 basketball prospect.
That is who it is. That's Jordan Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 6'6", 240.
Yeah.
D-end. Yeah, he just started playing football, too. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks to my guy Tim Terry as he gives me the update on the Greenwood game. Greenwood in 6A play beats Van Buren 63-21. If you haven't heard, they have a really good quarterback. His name is Kane Archer.
He had a pretty good first play of the year.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
He had a little help.
And that was as a backup.
That's a good punt.
He's still their backup quarterback, by the way.
Yeah.
They've got a great
He's
senior.
like a ninth grader.
Yeah.
So I would understand why he would be a backup.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Crutchfield just baptized a young man, and now he'll be run out of bounds on a block in the back. It's going to take every bit of that away that you didn't need if you're Pine Bluff there. Crutchfield's like, come on, man.
And you're going to talk trash to the guy you said has the rubber taste. Oh, that's just not nice.
Was that Christian Clay? I couldn't tell. Was it 21 that got?
21.
Okay.
23 got pushed.
It was Christian Clay that.
Clay or Devine?
It was Clay. Divine's the one that got the.
West got the stiff on.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
So the block in the back will move this one back to the 35-yard line. That's where Pine Bluff will start this drive. So 3:32 to go in this ball game. Pine Bluff leads at 26-0, and barring something here, which you got to believe now, at this point, maybe Pine Bluff is going to be content with handing the ball off and trying to get the final 3:32 run off of this thing up 4 scores, but maybe our best chance of
4 score and 7
maybe our best chance of getting the goose egg off the board here if we can get another turnover.
Picks.
So Holcomb with Barnett behind him at running back.
I think you put Ben Hicks at quarterback.
That'd be great.
Pick 6.
And how big pressure in the backfield. Crawford makes the tackle, and Barnett is slow to get up. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, get up. And he does.
Go take a rest. You're not healthy yet.
It seems like an interesting time to have Barnett in the game.
Crawford's not the biggest guy. You hit him solid. It's not what I would expect to see from him.
Final, Robinson beat Watson Chapel 59-20. Yep.
Thought so. It's kind of where it was last time I glanced over it.
Mills has got it back within 4, 32-28 with 4.5 to go. If you're so inclined, you can flip over to the Mills Sports Network and watch that one. My guy Tyler Fountain. Now Barnett doesn't look very hurt this time. He does cut, and I think that's the biggest thing he's missing, because that's one of those times where you would expect Barnett to stick that right foot in the ground and take off the other way, and instead he just kind of casually slowed up and took the hit.
The brakes.
Yep.
I'm going to lean back. Mills wearing white.
Yep.
Obviously, they don't have the ball then.
We'll just go full screen on that one. How about it? So 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go here. It'll be 3rd and 11 for Pine Bluff as they are now just trying to run the clock down. We've got quite the game of chase going on down here on the sideline by a couple of young children. I think that's a little mop. I think that actually might be a little mop chasing a little shook. And it is. It's a little mop chasing a little shook.
I see Chrome Dome.
Oh, you know, that's coming back during basketball season.
I ain't scared of him.
So timeout called here. I missed who called the timeout. But.
You just wait till I bring him a present.
Hey, big thanks again to our sponsors. Of course, Acre Family Pharmacy. You can reach them at acrepharmacy.com. And they are the sponsors of our First Downs. And they've been a great sponsor of Maumelle Sports Network. And I know Brandon's got his work cut out for him. He's got an employee on maternity leave, so he's doing a lot of work at, I guess, at their Lone Oak location. So I was talking to him the other day, trying to get in to cut a new ad for those guys. But I have to try to find a Friday morning to go see him over there. But you guys go see our friends at Acre Pharmacy. That's acrepharmacy.com or 1900 Club Manor Drive here in Maumelle. Dio Vanucci and Cornerstone Home Lending, 1701 Centerview Drive. Loansbydio.com or text Dio to 36260 to get your home lending journey started today. You can do it right now. Text him right now. Text me. Say, hey, I'm texting Dio to get my home loan started. You can text me, 501-960-2255. Real estate agent, Century 21 Parker and Scroggins Realty.
I'm going to need you to pay for that ad, sir.
And then, hey, got it. But then text Dio to 36260, and we'll get you pre-approved and ready to roll by Sunday and find you a house by Monday.
I'll have the paperwork out, and I need you to sign this contract. So.
I'll get it done.
All right, cool.
Checks in the mail.
Thanks. I don't take checks. Cash out.
Now Timmons going to chase him down in the backfield. Oh, and a big hit by, was that Vance? Of course it was Vance.
It had to be.
And it was Kylan Vance and Timmons team up for that tackle. I'll bring up a fourth down in a couple miles here for the Zebras. Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. I want to say thanks to the folks at Akel's. They've been a great sponsor of ours for the last 2 years, and we appreciate them as they sponsor our kickoffs as well as our halftime show. So thanks to the guys and gals over at Akel's. And, of course, our friends at American Pie Pizza, the sponsor of our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game. And stay tuned with us in post-game as we'll talk about our player of the game. AMPiePizza.com, 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. You guys go watch our guys Andrew Chamley and Nico Davier as they're punting here on fourth down. And going to be returnable by Rawls, but he dropped it, and he is hammered, trying to chase it down, and Pine Bluff, I don't know, where is the ball? There it is. Pine Bluff has picked it up and running it back at the 27-yard line, and if that's not indicative of how this game has gone, I don't know what is. My goodness gracious. Boy, tough one there as Rawls tried to pick it up off a bounce, and then the scrum ensued, ball all the way back to the 26-yard line, and Pine Bluff will take it over, and that'll do it. The Hornets are going to get shut out in this one with 35 seconds left. Again, go see our friends at American Pie Pizza tomorrow. You can go see Andrew Chamberlain, Nico Davier, and the Arkansas Razorbacks do battle against the Texas A&M Aggies tomorrow evening in Arlington, Texas, and big-time matchup for the 10th-rated Hogs. And
that's for sure.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. We got to see Nico on the field quite a bit. He does a lot of special teams play, so he's in there on field goal, and he's in there on
you don't mistake him when you see him in person.
No.
I can tell you that for sure. I was up there a couple weeks ago for South Carolina.
And in true Nico fashion, he about got in a fight in that game.
Imagine that.
Got up in a dude's face. That was an intro. I think Kayla had a good shot for that at that ball game to kind of see that. So that was fun as Pine Bluff runs a player on here late with 35 seconds to go. And, again, penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing, your roof leak detective.
They get plenty of it.
Yes. Go see them. You can give them a call at 707-3542 for any of your roofing needs. They'll have you covered over the top of your head.
False start. There's another one.
Another PI Roofing.
Speaking of.
Yeah. Right on cue.
Yeah.
So some work to do here before we head to the U next week. Speaking of, if you haven't, feel free to flip over to the Mill Sports Network. As Whitehall with 2:41 to go and facing a 3rd down and 12. They are in field goal range, so they could make it a 7-point game. Pine Bluff will hand this one off up the middle. That should be the last play of the game. I can't imagine we'd take a timeout. As Pine Bluff starting to line up on the 50-yard line, and they're going to celebrate a win on the Hornets' homecoming here in week 4.
The Hive is a curse.
Yeah, the Hive. We're going to have to figure that out.
Blame the Hive.
So 10 seconds is run this one out, and that'll do it. Some craziness has just happened in the Whitehall game. I think they fumbled, and I think Mills might have recovered it, and they did. Boy, This one's over. I highly recommend you head over to the Mills Sports Network right now and watch that game. Whitehall leads at 32-28, but with 2:31 to go, Mills has the ball. That's going to do it for us here as the Pine Bluff Zebras knock off our Maumelle Hornets. Final score, 26-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game and our post-game show here on Natural State Sports.
Thing but sleepy, boys. That guy's a headhunter. Still will hand it off. Boom, and the ball's loose again.
Here
this
we go.
time Mackey's got it. He's looking for the end zone to the 10, 5. Oh, baby! Another defensive scoop and score. This time a 15-yard variety.
The other Senators, Marion Harris. Now Murphy, he wants to go deep. He's got his man. If he didn't overthrow him, trying to get there. Oh, what a throw and catch to the house. Touchdown, Senators. Give him 6.
I'll be honest with you, it looked like that defensive back was standing still.
Field is incredible.
Well, he's showing it tonight. Another handoff's going to go to Barker. Breaks a couple tackles.
Keandre's gone. He's in the open field. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Yeah, he's running away from him. At the 10, touchdown Badgers. Keandre Barker, no flag on the field.
Outside. Oh my God! And the play made by Miles Caster. What?
Something that the young sophomore he'll learn and get better at.
Tyner takes the snap, runs it to the right side, pitches it back to Penn. Penn on the right side has some room, gets it all the way up to the 40-yard line, cuts it back to the left side, all the way to the left side. 10, 15, 20, touchdown. Clean on 10, but there's.
They stick with him.
Martin thrown quickly to the left side. Oh, what a catch! Oh. Makes the catch one-handed, now breaks away across midfield, across the 40, 30, 25, going to finally be tripped up at the 22-yard line. And what a play!
Come on.
Got him.
Fast catch you off guard.
Martin gets the snap. He will throw. Oh. He is hit hard in the backfield. What a sack by the Senators there. Is that Tank? That is Tank Reese on the sack.
Strickland takes a snap, and he's looking left, deep to D.D. Johnson, and he makes an amazing jumping grab in the end zone. That was just an amazing catch.
Yeah, those deep ball touchdowns he's thrown tonight have just been phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Murphy will hand this one away to Grill. Grill going to throw it. Grill wants to throw deep. He's got Nichols out there. Oh, what a catch! Nichols makes the catch at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. It's not Nichols. Sorry.
I want to say that's another Ashton Williams touchdown. Let's see if we can see it. It was
Ashton Williams. All right, welcome back, folks. We've got to calm down a minute. I'm telling you, if you're still watching us, we appreciate it, but I highly recommend you jump over to Mills Sports Network and watch the finish of this one. We will announce real quickly our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game. Alan Timmons is going to be our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game tonight. Big game for Alan. Had the onside kick to start the game that he recovered. Interception in the game. A couple of big punt returns. Great game by Alan Timmons. And
big hit fumble.
Yeah, had the first fumble. So great job by Alan Timmons tonight. He's our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game.
Yeah,
and as we look, let me do one thing here. I'm gonna get the Fearless Friday scoreboard up real quick. I'll give you a quick rundown of scores as we keep our eye on this Mills game.
I haven't taken my eyes off. You're talking about keep it on.
And I'm looking through to see if there's any interesting scores. Benton 51-28 over El Dorado. Pulaski Academy leads Little Rock Christian 49-26. Let's see. I think that's probably the most interesting of interesting games. Completed games. Parkview beat Hot Springs last night 33-21. Bryant beats Northside 41-20. It's out of bounds. Too much on it. So let's see. Gave you the score. West Memphis. Oop, that was an interesting one. BB knocks off Morrilton in overtime, 20-14. So BB just keeps finding ways to win ball games. So, all right. That's going to do it for us. Again, our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game, Alan Timmons. I want to say thanks to our folks, our friends Tamsy over at American Pie Pizza of 9709 Maumelle Boulevard, 501-758-8800. You can order by calling in, or you can order online at ampiepizza.com. And that's going to do it for us tonight here from the Maumelle Sports Network, Maumelle High School. And I want to say thanks to our crew tonight, bringing you all the action from up here on top of the press box tonight was my guy Jim Shepard. Great job by Jim tonight on your field cam down there tonight. My wife Kristen Henson, I want to say thanks to her. Great job on production. Kayla Fletcher, thank you. And, of course, my broadcast partner Andy Gates. This is Steve Henson, and that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Thank you for joining us for Hornet Football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. If you aren't already, please subscribe to each of our school's network channels on YouTube and give this broadcast a thumbs up. Next week, we travel to the U with a big battle against the